Here we go. Kickoff is just moments away here at Robert Kalsu Stadium in Del City, Oklahoma, between the McAlester Buffaloes and the Del City Eagles. We haven't had coin toss just yet. It looks like we're 10 minutes away from starting here. As, again, we had the pregame show. By the way, if you're just now watching for the first time on YouTube, you can always catch the pregame show and the postgame show. Those are radio only. So make sure you go to a radio, go to 1150 AM, 98.3 FM, online at McAllisterRadio.com by clicking on the KNED tab, or just download the KNED app, and you'll be able to hear us from anywhere in the world. Again, we want to strongly encourage that because we're going to be having some postgame interviews with Coach Mazey after this game. That will, again, be radio only. So, again, we're going to have a coin toss here in just a moment. McAlester tonight is going to be wearing their white helmets, their white jerseys with the gold numerals on the front and back, and the white bottoms. I see whites from head to toe today for the McAlester Buffaloes, and they're about to come out onto the turf here. It looks like our captains are about ready to go for McAlester. We haven't seen Del City's come out just yet. But before we do anything else, partner, tell us about your final thoughts before we get started.
Before I give you my final thoughts, Star Wars fans, if you're listening and not watching, this is gonna make Brandon pretty happy, fun, like when I mention it. The white on white, they look like stormtroopers.
They look straight up like stormtroopers.
They look like, and they got black face masks too, so it literally looks like stormtroopers coming out here. Man, this is one of those games. Toby Rowland mentioned, and he talked with an interviewer a little while. It's been a few years back, and they asked, what do you do before big games? He said, well, I like to take a breath when I'm in the press box as the scene setter turns on, and I like to just get some deep breaths in and out and soak this moment up, because not only for players, broadcasters, but for those in attendance, man, this is a big game. Soak something like this in, because it's not very often you get a 1-2 or 1v1 in the regular season. These are the kind of games that you only see on the road to Richardson when we get to the playoffs, when we hit week 11. You don't typically see them in week 5.
No, you do not. And for Del City, by the way, when they do come out, they're going to be wearing their black helmets, their red jerseys with the black numerals on the front and back, and it looks like they're wearing black bottoms as well. That's what we saw in pregame warm-up, correct?
I believe so, yes.
So that is what you can check out if you're going to be on listening on radio here tonight, wherever you're going to be going. Again, we have Buffalo Roll Call. Let us know where you're listening or watching the McAlester Buffaloes from here tonight. We got Charlie Gillespie tuning in, saying, checking into my computer from the Homestead north of McAlester. Go Buffaloes. Crystal Barlow, Cadence and Crystal, watching from Eugene, Oregon. Let us know where you're listening from on Twitter at Buff Sports Radio. That's the best way that I can be able to get those shout-outs out over the air. We're about to have our national anthem here in just a moment, as we have the Pride of Del City making their way out onto the field. If you are watching on the video stream right now, we do have Michael Carpenter. We want to thank him for running the camera here tonight. Michael, if you can center on the 50-yard line for the national anthem, that'd be great. We do have our McAlester captains over on the 50-yard line. They have taken off their helmets. Looks like we're going to be having the national anthem before we have our coin toss tonight. So let's go ahead and let's send it down to the PA and down to Del City Robert Kalsu Stadium's turf. Looks like they're just about ready to go.
You're not getting any.
Well, maybe not. It looks like the Pride of Del City is about ready to go, but we're waiting for everyone ready to fill in. By the way, Phillip, before we do get started, I want to ask you, what do you think about the crowd so far, about 6 minutes before kickoff?
A lot of black and gold has made the trip here, and a lot of Del City faithful has made the trip out too for this big one. It looks really good. McAlester always travels well, but tonight, knowing that it's 1v1, a lot of Buffalo faithful came from the heartland to the Eagles' nest.
Of course, McAlester is going to be on the far sideline, Del City on the near. And dare I say, I think that McAlester here, like I said, 5 minutes to kickoff, I think they have more fans in the stands on the far side than Del City has on the near side so far. Let's send it down for the national anthem. Barner, you about ready to go?
That is exactly what I want to do right now. And like I've said all season long, you're getting everybody's best shot. You are everybody's Super Bowl. Everybody's stepping up to the plate, and they're saying, let me be the one to take a punch and let me swing at the Buffaloes and let's see how they respond. Well, now it's McAllister's turn because you're playing a team that's stepping down from 6A2, a team that every writer has picked to win the state championship or at least be there.
And before you go on, I want to mention a lot of people think this is going to be the state championship game.
A lot of people have said that. I have seen that in a lot of spots, and they said that tonight could just be a preview of the state championship. With that being said, take care of business. Hit Del City in the mouth. We spoke to Coach Jewell, my brother, and he said, hey, we're telling the kids, let's hit them in the mouth and let's see how they respond. And that's exactly what you have to do when you have a team as big, strong, and physical as the Del City Eagles.
Looks like our captains here for tonight, Blaze Baugh, Chaz Bradley, Garrett Shumway, Eric McCarty. For the Eagles, we're looking at number 1, that is Kenigel Thomas, number 9, Tango McCauley, number 13, their quarterback, DeKalen Godwin, and number 70, Rayvon Swindle. So, again, McAlester from the far sideline, Del City from the near. We're about to have our coin toss here, brought to you by First Family Federal Credit Union. Again, let's succeed together. So, they're meeting at midfield right now. I think it can go without saying, actually, that this game is important. It's the game of the year until next week, really, because whoever wins this game will be a surefire bet to be the number 1 team in 5A next week. Again, right now, both teams are tied at the top of the 5A rankings, but not only do they do that, more importantly, they are in the driver's seat, and they still control their own destiny to be 5A3 district champions. Both these teams won their district championship last year. They have a huge chance to continue to once again be the 5A3 champion or the district champion if they win their game tonight. So the coin toss is about to go up in the air. There it is. It's hit the turf. Looks like McAlester has won the toss. Yeah, McAlester won the toss. Let's see if they elected to receive. And they did. So McAlester won the toss. They're going to receive. That's from referee Kevin Aiken. We also have umpire Brandon Moreland tonight, head linesman Brett Cash, and line judge James Ferris, along with back judge Mike Self. That's the officials crew here tonight in the OKC metro area for this McAlester versus Del City matchup. We'll take a quick break and be right back in about 30 seconds for the start of this one on KNED.
Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram is now under new management, and they're ready to deal. At Patriot, we continue to offer the widest selection of high-quality, low-mileage vehicles and affordable financing tailored to your needs. Our extended warranties and protection plans will have you driving to the game with a smile. Speaking of football, Patriot is proud to sponsor the 2022 football season. Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram on the 69 bypass right next to the mall.
Way on both teams that made their way on out to the turf of Robert Kalsu Stadium. Nate Brown tuning in as well, saying listening from the stands of Robert Kalsu Stadium. Thank you for tuning in. Trina Himmerling says, Kyle and Trina, go Buffs from McAlester. Again, we're live both on video and radio here tonight. We're about to have kickoff. Again, if you missed it, McAlester won the coin toss, brought to you by First Family Federal Credit Union. And they're going to be getting the ball to start off this big-time matchup. Our kickoff sponsor for this season, Jet Tire Service. For great deals on Michelin, Uniroyal, Kenda, and Cooper tires for your car, truck, or SUV, see Jet Tire Service in McAlester, serving Southeast Oklahoma since 1962. Don't fret, jettire.net. The Eagles will be kicking it left to right to the McAlester Buffaloes, and the Buffaloes returning right to left. Again, back to return will be number 7, Blaze Baugh, who has a 92-yard touchdown return on the season already that he had against Broken Bow. And then we have Chaz Bradley back deep as well at around the 7-yard line. The kicker for today for the Del City Eagles is going to be number 82, Stanley Johnson. And we were watching him in warm-ups. He's got a pretty good leg, so he might be able to get it back out to Bradley and Baugh over at the 5-yard line. So around the city of McAlester, around the state of Oklahoma, and Buffalo fans across the nation far and wide, thank you for joining us for this 1v1 matchup, Del City and McAlester. As Johnson has put the ball smack dab in the middle of the 40-yard line, right between the hash marks. He will wait for the rest of his team and for the officials to get ready. They are standing right on the interlocking DC on the 50-yard line. Don't really know what the conversation's about. We have the 12 minutes up on the game clock, and now the officials disperse. So it looks like the Buffaloes are ready. As soon as Stanley Johnson makes his paces back over to the 35-yard line, looks like he's going to be ready. He's going to go past the 35-yard line. I forget not everyone starts off at the 35. And he'll go to his right. Everyone's hyped up. All eyes here in the Metro. The Eagles and the Buffaloes, red and black against the black and gold. The time for talk is over. The time for action is now. There's the whistle. Johnson points right, points left, starts his approach to the football, puts toe to leather, and it is football time in the Heartland. This one will be grabbed at the 1-yard line. Actually on the goal line, as it's Blaze Baugh that charges forward. He won't make it to the 20-yard line. This drive will start at their own 19 for the McAlester Buffaloes. Ball on the far hash. So that will bring out Caden Less now and Eric McCarty in the backfield. McCarty, 39 rushes, 332 yards, 6 touchdowns. He is 660 yards away from breaking the school all-time rushing yards record. He's already broken the rushing touchdown record. And Caden Less now is quarterback, like we said. He has thrown for 62% completions, 8 touchdowns to 2 picks, 502 yards. But it looks like it's going to be Dozer package to get it started off here. 1st and 10 from the 19-yard line. McCarty takes the ball, works right, and he will crash forward for a good gain of about 5 yards out to the 24-yard line of McAlester. So 2nd down and 5 upcoming as we are officially underway here at Robert Kalsu Stadium.
Nice hard run right there out of Dozer. McCarty just followed his blockers. They have it marked at a 4-yard pickup, but that would actually be a 5-yard from where the ball is actually, from the 19 where it is now.
Now into the gun. Tight end and H-back move from the left side of the line to the right side. McCarty moves to the left side of left now. Here's the snap. Handoff McCarty. McCarty up the middle again. Another good gain, and he's close to the first down marker. Based on where the officials are at, he's got the first down. That should move the chains. I'm waiting for them to move. Looks like he might be just shy. 3rd down and inches upcoming.
First down. The head official pointed. Yep. First down.
Now they're going to move the chain, so they're telling them to move. That first down brought to you by Sean Wilkerson with Whitetail Properties. Call him up at 918-284-1233. That's 918-284-1233. And you're looking to sell your ranch, timber, or recreational land or rural home. That's Sean Wilkerson with Whitetail Properties. 1st and 10 for the Buffaloes at their own 29-yard line. In the gun, 2 receivers to each side bunched up on the line. Snap, handoff McCarty again. McCarty trips on his own player and then be tackled down at the 31-yard line. He had some space too, but he ran into his own blocker, kind of stumbled up. That's going to be a gain of only about 3 if he's lucky. 2nd down and about a long 7 upcoming. They've stayed on that far hash, by the way.
Hard run right there, and you could actually see how physical it was because he hit his own teammate, and they both went to the ground. That was almost a friendly fire right there for how hard he hit his own teammate trying to get out there and hit the hole.
10 minutes left to go here in the first quarter. 2nd down and 7 from their own 32. Buffs with the ball, opening drive of the game. 2 receivers left, tight end H-back left. Here's the snap. Play action, rolling left is Less now. Dumps it off, finding Lance Stone for the first down. Passing near 40-yard line, and what a block! That got a reaction from Phillip Jewell here in the booth. That's Malachi Rice laying the lumber and letting Lance Stone get a couple of extra yards. What a block! Move the chains for the Buffaloes. What'd you see there, Phillip?
A perfect rollout right there, perfect execution. Malachi Rice picks up a great block. Hard, physical running right there by Lance Stone. And I love the play. Not a typical play action where you're just going to put it in and roll out. That was a play action where he stuck in McCarty's gut and spun away with the football, opening up the lane. Lance Stone releases perfectly as that designed exit tight end move. Great pickup of pickup of about 18 yards.
What a catch by Stone, too.
And a great block.
3 receivers right. H-back right is Stone. Here's the snap. Hand off McCarty off the right side, trying to follow his blockers. He's going to get a push 2 past the 50-yard line. He's still on his feet. We saw that last week. He carried a bunch of Memorial players for an extra 10 yards into the end zone. This time he only gets an extra couple. This will be 2nd down and 7. But they do get into Del City territory, taking their time on this drive, not really speeding things up, trying to work at their own pace, kind of opposite of what Del City likes to do. Del City likes to be a little bit more upbeat and work fast. But right now, McAlester has burned nearly 3 minutes off the game clock, 9:13 remaining here in the first quarter, 2nd down and 7 from the Del City 48 on the opening drive. Same formation this time right between the hash marks. Les now, screen pass, far side. We have a flag here as it's going to be caught by, it looks like, Bradley, and he's going to be tackled for a loss, but we'll see what the flag is. Did someone move early? Was it an illegal formation? We'll see. They'll let them continue on with the play. As it stands right now, I believe that was Bradley that got tackled at the 50-yard line. It would be a loss of 2 to bring up 3rd down and 9, but we'll see what the flag is for. It came from the far side. Head official Kevin Aiken.
Want to give a quick shout out. Matt McGowan actually sent me a picture of his setup. He said, "You guys sound amazing." And Mom and Dad said, watching and listening back home, said, "Y'all boys are doing a great job and go Buffs."
We also have Mary Martin watching from home. She has a sick grandbaby, but it says we are watching. Also Joseph Ledford saying let's go Buffs as well, tuning in. Still waiting to see what's the call. Clock to stop with 8:58 left to go in the first quarter. Del City stands have filled in nicely since kickoff. Again, about 5 minutes to kick off. We did have McAlester looking like they had the slight edge. But now it looks like it's about even.
McAllister's going backwards because I think they think it's on them. Del City has yet to move.
It's a false start. They declined the penalty, though, as it was a loss of 2. So it'll be 3rd down and 9. If it was a false start, I wonder why they let them roll with the play, though, because usually when it's a false start, you blow it dead immediately, and that's that. So now McAlester loses the down and loses 2 yards with it. So that's interesting. You don't usually see a false start, let them keep on playing. And
yeah, that was extremely weird. Different call.
So it's going to be 3rd down and long now for the Buffaloes, ball at the 50-yard line.
And the dial marker has yet to move to actually be spotted where the ball is. And Maisie is directing, trying to get the referees to notice that the dial marker hasn't moved to where the ball's at.
We have some. Yeah, it's a loss of 2. The head official tells him to move the down marker back to the 50-yard line. Game clock hasn't begun again yet, or the play clock hasn't. Now here we go. Okay, they're going to bunch up the receivers. 3rd and 9, the snap. Les now rolling out to his right, has to step up, and he's going to be tackled for a loss. That's actually going to be a sack, and that's going to be 4th down and 10 for the McAlester Buffaloes. You heard from the PA, sack lunch. And that is going to force McAlester to punt the ball away. They had a promising drive, stalled out at the 50-yard line, and let's now have to punt the ball away to the Del City Eagles.
That's what we talked about during the pregame, partner. Don't have any drive-killing penalties.
So it looks like the Eagles, they use that term sack lunch a lot. They've had an excellent defense the last few years over here in the Metro as Les now punts this one away. It's a spiraling punt that'll bounce inside the 20-yard line and be taken at the 18. Down the hash to the 30-yard line, breaking the tackle. We're going to have a flag here as this one will be pushed out of bounds at the 40-yard line. The flag was thrown around the area where an attempted tackle was being made. And we'll see what the official call is. That'll be our 2nd flag of the game, the first one coming just a couple of plays ago. But either way, that's where the Eagles are going to start this drive. Should be on their side of the 50, no matter what the penalty is.
I think they might get an offensive face mask on the returner.
That's what I thought, too. Based on where the flag was thrown, because I didn't think a Buffalo ended up getting his hands on the face mask or along the collar. Face mask on the defense. So it will be to the 44-yard line, and that's where the Eagles are going to start this drive with excellent field position. And that'll bring out the offense here for the Eagles with DeKalen Godwin and Braylon Adama. Right hash from their own 44-yard line. Let's see what the Buffalo defense can do. No score just yet. 8:04 left to go in the first quarter.
It's a false start.
Yep. They were going to have empty backfield 5 wide, and we had someone move early. Did you catch who it was?
The whole right side of the line.
So that'll bring up first down and 15.
I mean, I did say in the pregame that the right tackle was shaking a lot, and he kept getting jittery, and he started to jitter, and then the right guard went with him. So,
well, he's amped up. Everyone's amped up here tonight. And, again, you got to keep your emotions in check. Sometimes you just want to hit the other guy across from you. You got a little bit of a head start.
But you just got to wait till the ball gets snapped.
Tight end on the right side, 2 receivers left, 1 right. Running back to the right of Godwin. Here's the snap. Handoff over to Adama. Adama can't break an ankle tackle. Eric McCarty coming in. Gain of only 1. Second down and 14. And if he gets past McCarty, he's got some space to make something happen there for Adama, who's got 39 carries for 323 yards, leading the team there. That was his 40th carry of the season.
Adama right there saw the hole, hit it hard. They ran counter, kicked out hard, some hard physical blocks. But he saw the senior from McAlester flying downhill. And like you said, partner, if Eric doesn't make that play, that's probably a house call.
Second down and long. Godwin doesn't have anyone to throw to. He's going to try to step it up and run. He breaks 1 tackle down the near sideline, got some space. He's past the 50-yard line, close to the first down marker. Depending on where he stepped out, we'll see if he got it. I think he's going to be about 2 yards shy. And that's going to hurt the Buffaloes because he had him tackled. Well, he had him right there for a sack, and he just slipped out of it. DeKalen Godwin stands at 5'8", 160, according to Vibes Preseason magazine. He may not be the tallest, strongest quarterback, but he is shifty, and he showed it right there. 2 receivers left, 1 right, 3rd down and 2. Here comes for the Eagles, trying to get McAlester to jump off sides with 7:21 left to go here in the first quarter. No score, first drive for the Eagles. McAlester had to punt. Running back moves to the left side. Godwin, the snap. Handoff, Adama. Adama meets the defensive line, and he busts it out to the right side. He will get the first down. That's hard for the Buffs, too. He needed 2. He got 3 out to the McAlester 45-yard line. The defensive line did their job. They backed the offensive line back into Adama, but Adama just said, I'll go a little bit further to the right. He got lost in the shuffle, and he had enough space to get a first down.
Hard physical run right there. Like you said, defensive line did what they were supposed to do, but Adama just using his ability and his shiftiness, bounces to the outside, needed 2, knew where the chains was, got it done.
Trips left. We have a high snap. It's going to be recovered by the running back, Adama, and we also have a flag. Do we have too many men on the field? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We might have too many men on the field.
I think it might be an illegal shift because he had his hand on the far line, sideline interference on McAlester.
That's only going to be a warning for the first time, though. I thought he put his hand across his chest, which would have been too many men on the field. But, again, that's not going to result in anything right now for McAlester. But that is going to be a warning. The next time you will see penalty yards against the black and gold. So second down and long upcoming for the Eagles. Second time they've been behind the sticks. Again, 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. The snap, Godwin, screen toss out to the far side, caught at the 50-yard line, cutting it up, tackled at the original line of scrimmage. Coming in once again, I think that was Eric McCarty from the safety spot. No, it was not. Is that number 9? It looks like it could be.
That looks like number 9.
Yep, that's Owen Russell with the tackle. Third down and 10 upcoming from the McAlester 44-yard line for the Eagles. We're about halfway through the first quarter already.
Right now, McAllister's doing perfectly with not letting the big play go, get really big. The biggest play so far for the Eagles was that 10-yard pickup that the quarterback Godwin used for his legs, and it wasn't even the first down just yet.
Third down and 10. Godwin has to pass. He's going deep. Down the middle of the field, it's caught. This one could be a touchdown. It is. Into the end zone. Dell City strikes first. What did we talk about in the pregame show, Phillip?
Do not let the big play happen, and I spoke too soon.
Kenijah Thomas, he killed Choctaw in week 0. He had 167 yards and 3 touchdowns against Choctaw. And now he has his 7th touchdown reception on the season, and they're up on the Buffaloes early 6-0. Stanley Johnson trying to make this a 7-point game. Here's the snap, hold, kick is up. It is good, and the Eagles lead 7-0. 5:51 left to go here in the first quarter on KNED.
My wife makes the best lasagna, even in that old kitchen of ours. She deserves the best kitchen money can buy, but all our cash was tied up. So we went to the Bank N.A. for a loan for our kitchen remodel, and the folks at the Bank N.A. came through for us and our family. Plus, the Bank N.A. is local, so the money stays in town. Call 918-423-2265 or go into the Bank N.A. to get your loan for whatever your family wants or needs. The Bank N.A. Strong, secure, and ready to loan. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Vickers Furniture has remodeled their entire store, and they invite you to come in and take a look. You'll also find the best prices on furniture, bedding, and accessories. Vickers Furniture calls this, well, their remodeling sale. A new look for a new season. And don't forget, there's 18-month zero-interest financing, the fall remodeling sale. On now at Vickers Furniture, 215 South 2nd, McAlester.
Vickers Furniture, we're right here with you.
The Eagles strike first here in the Metro as Del City leads 7-0 over the McAlester Buffaloes. Second time this season that the McAlester Buffaloes have trailed in a game. Each time, well, the only time before this was over in Shreveport, where they answered back from a 7-0 deficit to the Scotlandville Hornets. Johnson kicks this one away. Nice kick, line drive that's going to go over the head of Blaze Baugh, and the McAlester Buffaloes will start this drive at their own 20-yard line. Phillip, we've got a drive summary.
That was a 6-play, 56-yard touchdown drive that spanned over the time of 2 minutes and 13 seconds. It was capped off with a 44-yard touchdown strike from DeKalen Godwin to Kenigel Thomas, and the PAT was good. And that is your drive summary brought to you by Bishop's Funeral Service. Bishop's Funeral Service is a full-service establishment that offers a wide range of services, and they love our McAlester Buffaloes.
We were speaking about it earlier. I mean, Godwin has made this offense more scary than it was last year because they're more than just a rushing team. Last year they only had about 800 yards total through the air. I mean, with that pass, they're about 100 yards away from their total from last year. So already through the first 4 games and half a quarter. Buffaloes moving right to left. Dakota Moten will be on the left side of Les now. Didn't play last week. This should be his first snap, and it is. He gets a carry, and he's got some space, but he's going to be tackled from behind. He lost the football, and it's going to be taken by the Eagles. Tackle from behind in the very first play from scrimmage. The Buffaloes turn the ball over. That's another thing that was your key to the game, Phillip, in the pregame show. You can't turn the ball over. McAlester just turned it over for the 9th time this year. When you're looking over the Del City Eagles, they've only had 3. In the games that they beat Choctaw and in the games that they beat Booker T, they won the turnover battle by combined 5 turnovers to nothing. Del City takes really good care of the ball. McAlester did not on that short drive, and they're going to have short field position. The Eagles will. At the McAlester 35-yard line is where they're going to start this one at. He tracked whoever it was, just tracked Moten from behind, punched the ball out, and that's how the Eagles got it. We have someone coming in late. We have a late substitution for the Buffaloes. They're going to get him in there.
Zach Rogers was a late entry.
Snap, roll out right, Godwin looking downfield, trying to pass downfield again. This one is caught again and tackled inside the 5-yard line. It's the Oklahoma State commit, Jaden Foreman. Another deep pass here for the Del City Eagles. The one downfall to McAllister's defense in the first 2 games of the year, in the last 2 they've been excellent, has been the deep pass, and Godwin has been right on the money, whether he's in the pocket or scrambling out. Buffalo's in trouble here early. Here's the snap. Handoff. Adama is trying to go right up the middle, but he's going to meet a wall of white jerseys, as this one's going to be about 2 yards shy. 5:11 left to go here in the first quarter. Buffaloes trail 7-0 as the Eagles are back in the red zone. The 2 drives that McAlester has had, they've already shot themselves in the foot. We had a false start that killed a drive, and then we also had the fumble. In the dozer package for the Eagles, this one's going to be an easy walk-in touchdown. Number 2, Demarion Turner, has just got his 6th touchdown run of the year. They are just like McAlester, and when it comes to the dozer package, how McCarty runs out of it for McAlester, Turner runs out of it for the Eagles. Like I said, a team-leading 6th touchdown run for the Eagles, and they're up early, 13-0 over the Buffaloes with 4:51 left to go in the first quarter. Buffs have a lot of ground to make up early. Snap, hold, kick is up. This one was nearly blocked. This one is good, though. 14-0. Eagles lead, 4:51 left to go here in the first on KNED.
We're
celebrating 40 years of being a Nissan dealership here at Fenton Nissan of McAlester, and we're proud to be one of the oldest in the nation.
We're honored to serve our local communities and look forward to serving you in the years to come.
Come meet our friendly staff and see why we are the best deal dealer.
Buy any vehicle this month and get entered to win 2 OU or OSU football tickets.
And don't forget to tell them Maddie sent you.
Fenton Nissan is your best deal dealer.
Learn more at FentonNissan.com.
Best Western Inn and American Lodge and Suites in McAlester are both locally owned and operated, and both offer clean, comfortable rooms at a great price, of course. Best Western Inn and American are proud sponsors of the 2022 football season, wishing the best of luck to all the players and coaches. And remember, when you need a clean, comfortable room at a great price, think Best Western Inn and American and Suites, both located on the 69 bypass in McAlester.
Here in this battle of 1 versus 1, Del City is out to an early 14-0 lead. Stanley Johnson will kick this one off to the Buffaloes, and this one's going to be a squib kick up the middle. That'll be taken by Baugh at the 10-yard line. Baugh will work it right. Gets a big block at the 20-yard line, down the far sideline, breaks through to the 35-yard line, down the far sideline. He's got a breakaway to the other 35, 25, 20. He's going to go all the way. Blaze Baugh blazing his way down the far sideline to answer back for the McAlester Buffaloes. Second touchdown return of the year for Mr. Blaze Baugh. And just like that, the McAlester Buffaloes are back in it.
And just like that, that fumble doesn't mean anything on the scoreboard.
So Trenton Greer, it's already a one-score game, trying to make it a 7-point game. That got the McAlester side fired up. Got us fired up here in the booth as well.
Football is a game of momentum. Just when it felt like Del City had it all, Blaze Baugh took a swing, knocked one out of the park, and brought it all back, and we have a flag on the far side.
It's good, but we have a flag. McAllister's making their way off the field towards the far sideline. We'll see if it's on the offense. I'm still going to wait before we go to commercial break.
Well, since we have the time, I'm going to give a drive summary of the previous drive. That was a 3-play, 35-yard touchdown drive that took 50 seconds off the clock, capped off with a 2-yard run by Damarian Turner. And the PAT was good. That was your drive summary brought to you by Bishop's Funeral Service and Crematory. They are a full-service establishment that offers a wide range of services, and they love our McAlester Buffaloes.
They waved the flag off.
Oh, okay then.
We have a Buffalo that's run. Oh, he's going to go get the ball. Okay, never mind. The ball that went through the uprights, he's going to go track it down real quick.
And he is running over there and dancing to the fight song the whole time he's going over there.
Well, Blaze Baugh, he had a 92-yard touchdown return against Broken Bow when Broken Bow started to get the momentum, and now he has one here that steals it right back for the Buffaloes. That one was a 90-yard touchdown return. And like we said, the Buffaloes right back in it, and they're going to be kicking it off to the Del City Eagles for the first time tonight. 4:36 left to go here in the first quarter. Eagles lead 14-7. That's just what the doctor ordered. So Greer rallying his troops to the 40-yard line. Once the kickoff is made, we're going to be having, once they down it, we're going to have a quick 30-second break to kind of make up for the break that we missed here. So Austin, be ready back over in the K&ED studios. We're going to have a commercial break come in real fast, and then we'll come out of it no bumper if you're listening on radio. So Greer will back up. He'll be at his own 35-yard line. Play clock has begun. And we're back underway. This one's going to be a deeper pooch kick out to the 20-yard line. That's going to be bobbled, picked up at the 18-yard line, tackled at the 16. That is where the Eagles are going to start this drive. Let's take a quick 30-second break on K&ED.
I used to have a friend whose car got sideswiped by another vehicle. No mechanical damage, but it sure left him with an ugly ride. The insurance company offered to repair it, but my friend decided to take the money and run. That's a bad move. A year later, he had to sell it, and that's when he discovered that a little paint and body work would have doubled the resale value on his car. Invest your money wisely. Buck Wilson Frame and Body Shop, 103 East Oklahoma, McAlester.
All right, so Carter Lance had that tackle. Eagles starting the drive at their own 16-yard line. Trips right, one receiver to the left. Here's the snap, handoff Adama. Adama up the middle, he's got some space. He'll get past the 24-yard line, stood up by Owen Russell and driven down into the turf. Owen Russell didn't give up any yardage once he met Adama.
Ethan Watkins was actually there first. Owen Russell but helped finish it off.
I believe that was Adama on the carry. It's going to be a gain of 9, though, still for the Eagles to bring up 2nd down and 1.
Hard physical run right there. Garrett Shumway, Reddick gets upfield, just misses Adama. Adama slides out, gets a 9 before getting hit by
Design quarterback keeper here, as it's going to be Godwin. Godwin past the 30-yard line, past the 35. I think he's going to be actually a little bit shy of the 35 before he ran out of bounds. That'll be a 1st down for the Eagles. Right now, I think they've only had 1 3rd down that they've gone up against, and that was a 3rd down and 2 that they were able to get 3 yards on. They've been moving the ball very efficiently against the McAlester Buffaloes. 1st down and 10 from the Eagle 34. I'm just the PA guy's echo right now. Ball on the right hash.
Before he was stood up by Ethan Watkins. There we go. I had a mental block the last time. I'm sorry, Brandon.
Trips left. Single receiver right. Snap, play action. Faking the pass. Being tracked from behind. There's Rice. They'll throw it away. So this will bring up 2nd down and 10. Rice finished off the tackle. And Godwin is trying to say, hey, I got rid of it. Then he hit me into the turf. And the head referee, Kevin Aiken, is like, no, he was right there making the tackle as the ball was thrown. There is no unnecessary roughness. 2nd down and 10.
Great read right there by Malachi Rice. Comes off the backside. Comes off the quarterback's blind side. Doesn't take the bite on the pump. Continues through. Great play there by Godwin to sense it and throw it away into the stands.
2nd and 10. Handoff. Adama out to the right side again, a little bit more space. And he's tackled before he can get very far. In on the tackle, Eric McCarty. Braden Bumpus was the first person there, though, from the outside backer spot. Not a big gain. Looks like only a gain of 4 to bring up 3rd down and a long 6. You could even call it 7 here. Actually, it is 7. Straight up, 3rd down and 7. They got to get out to the Eagle 44-yard line. Four receiver set, 2 to each side. Godwin gets a snap, looks right, no one's there. Has plenty of time. Now he's being chased. Runs over to the left, has some real estate. He's got a long way to go, though. He's tripped up at the 39-yard line by Lance Stone. Lance Stone with the tackle. If he gets past Mr. Stone, then he gets the 1st down. And that'll bring up 4th down and 4, and the Eagles will punt the ball away for the first time tonight. And talk about the secondary on that last play.
That is what you call a zone sack. You took away the home run. You forced Godwin to hold on to it. You let the pass rush, even though it was just a 3-man rush, get home. Forces him out of the pocket. Great spy right there set up by Lance Stone. Tracks him down, delivers the good hit.
All right, so they're going to punt the ball away. Stanley Johnson does the kicking and punting duties for the Del City Eagles. He gets the ball. And this one's blocked! The Buffaloes have blocked the ball. They're going to let it roll out of bounds and still took an excellent Eagle bounce past the 50-yard line. Somehow made its way to the 46. It was blocked. Don't know who got it. Looks like Rice and McCarty were both in the area, and the Buffaloes have the ball. Excellent field position at their own 46-yard line. How do you have a block punt that moves that far on the ground?
Home field advantage.
I guess so. So, again, the Buffaloes going to start this drive at their own 46. This has been a lot of action here in the first quarter. 2:38 left to go in the first. Buffaloes trailing 14-7.
This is a great example of momentum can shift very fast. Del City had you on the ropes up 14-0. You get the kickoff return. You force them to punt. You block a punt. Now McAlester can tie this game up and make it back 0-0.
McCarty, the quarterback in the gun there, will take it forward to the 50-yard line. That'll be a gain of 4 to bring up 2nd down and 6 as he's going to be smack dab at the 50. Buffs riding the far hash. The entire first drive, they were doing runs off to the right side for the first 4 or 5 plays, and then they rolled to the left. So they've been working the offensive line over there. Connor Field, Sean Perkins, Sean Woods, the center, and even on some counters, Zach Rogers and Kason Whitley getting over there.
They're going right at Jaden Foreman, the OSU commit, saying, hey, we're going to come at you. Can you stop it? We're going to see.
McCarty gets the ball, works for it again. This one was to the opposite side of the line, and he's still getting a push. We haven't had a whistle yet. McAlester still pushing Eric McCarty to the 45-yard line. He's 1 yard shy of the first down marker. He just finds himself in the middle of a Buffalo herd and just says, carry me to the promised land.
That also is a testament of the legs of Eric McCarty. He doesn't let his legs stop working. He is a strong, physical kid. And Brandon, I know we talk about OU a lot. I can't wait to see what he looks like being Schmitty built.
I guess that's right. 3rd down and 1 coming up for the Buffs. Second, third down attempts for them so far. Tonight they're 0 for 1. Actually, they're 1 for 2. They actually have had 2 so far. Once again, they're going to work McCarty. Left side out of the dozer package. He will not get there. I think it's going to be half a yard shy. It depends on where his forward progress is at. He did get past the 45-yard line, but I don't think he got to the 44. It is darn close.
This is a close spot.
I think he's short.
We might see our first chain gang of the year right here.
Nope, he's short.
Ooh, he's short.
4th and inches. McAlester so far this year on 4th down, 7 of 10. You can bet they're going to go for it here. Clock stopped at 1:05. 1:05 left to go in the first quarter. We have a timeout call by Del City. We'll take it right here on KNED.
Vickers Power Sports. Drop by and check out our selection of Can-Am, Polaris, and Kawasaki side-by-sides and ATVs in stock. Vickers Power Sports also offers a 45-minute express lube and filter service. Plus, we carry a full line of parts and accessories like sound bars, roofs, windshields, and more, all in stock. Vickers Power Sports. Call us at 918-423-3306 or go to vickerspowersports.com.
Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford and beautiful McAlester. If you're looking for a truck and you want to save a buck, then you're in luck. It's time for a new Ford truck. If you're wanting it for fun in the sun, work, or play, today is your lucky day. Like I said, today is the day, so don't delay. Get off your seat and try the truck that won't be beat. So come on down to Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford and beautiful McAlester and let us make it happen for you.
Coming out of the Del City timeout, first one used of the game by either team. 4th down and inches upcoming for the Buffaloes. Score 14-7. Del City got out to an early 14-0 lead. Then Blaze Baugh took one down the far sideline on a kickoff return for a touchdown. McAlester has the ball. Again, right between the Del City 44 and 45. Going to go for it here on 4th down. Del City already jumped off sides. What a play call! Are you joking? The center, Sean Woods, came up, and he was already going hut hut, and he got him to jump off sides, even though he was the only man on the line. That'll move the chains for the Buffaloes.
Hey,
wow!
Great heads-up play right there by Sean Woods, but that formation, I'm going to line my best versus your best, and I'm going to take mine.
They go under center. McCarty has the ball, right side, finds a hole, gets good yardage, and trying to break through that pile, and he gets a good 8 yards. 2nd down and 2 upcoming.
Every time that McAlester lines up in the dozer and runs that hard counter with Eric McCarty, it reminds me with the exploitation of Puerto Rico executed by the Little Giants.
That's pretty true. But if you're looking at McAlester, they just like to play smash mouth football.
Hey,
Coach Amazey talks about it. Hey, you gotta hit them hard, you gotta hit them strong, gotta be a little bit meaner, a little bit more physical, and that's the offense that they've been running so far in the first quarter.
Like we said, we're gonna line up, we're gonna punch you in the face. If you don't like it, stop it. But if not, we're gonna keep doing it.
Back in the gun, Les now with the ball. Snap, handoff, Baugh up the middle, needs a push to get the first down. It'll depend on his forward progress. He's tackled right around the 30-yard line. It'll depend on the spot. They're gonna stop the clock with 14 seconds left to go in the first. And the head official says first down. That'll move the chains for the Buffaloes. Ball at the Eagle 30-yard line. We'll see if there's one more play before the end of the first quarter. Les now is pointing over at the clock and saying, hey, we got a little bit of time. 7 seconds, 6. I don't think they're going to get one off in time. Yep, we're going to go into the second quarter. Eagles leading the Buffaloes 14-7, but the Buffaloes driving here on KNED.
Since 1952, W.E. Alford Propane has been your source for propane. both residential and commercial. W.E. Alford Propane serves most of eastern and southeastern Oklahoma, with locations locally in McAlester, Bache, and Wilburton, elsewhere in Stigler, Porham, Shakota, Longtown, Muskogee, and more. If you need propane, there's only one number to call. That's 918-423-3121. W.E. Alford Propane, serving the area for 70 years. Now that's saying something.
McAlester Pepsi has got what you need. From food service to vending or just plain customer service, McAlester Pepsi can hook you up with all of your beverage needs. We are not your typical soda company. McAlester Pepsi is the total beverage provider, from water to energy teas, juice, and soda, and so much more. Visit us at McAllisterPepsi.com or give us a call, 918-423-2360. McAlester Pepsi, proud sponsor of the 2022 football season.
We begin the second quarter with the McAlester Buffaloes down by 7, 14-7, here in Del City, Oklahoma, in this 1-versus-1 matchup. Buffaloes have the ball at the Del City 30-yard line. In the gun, trips left, blaze ball to the right side of Lesnow. Lesnow gets a snap, back to pass, looking right, going one-on-one deep for Chaz Bradley. It is underthrown a tad bit, and it's going to be broken up.
Pass is incomplete. Second.
They were going at, trying to see his number real fast. They were going at number 7, Omar Brown.
Number 7, Omar Brown.
They were targeting Chaz Bradley, who leads the team with 16 receptions, just shy of Lauerman for leading the team in yards at 151. He had 2 touchdown grabs last week against Memorial, and his only 2 receptions of the game, going for a season-high 73 yards.
I like the play call right there, right out of the timeout, right out of the quarter in. Let's take a shot deep. If it's not there, it's still going to be 2nd and 10.
It wasn't a bad ball.
It wasn't a bad ball.
Omar Brown played it pretty well.
Great play right there by Omar Brown, and I like the play call there by Coach Mazey.
Snap, handoff, ball, left side, finds a gap, past the 25-yard line, and this is going to be another good gain. Buffaloes are running the ball pretty effectively. 3rd down and 5 upcoming.
25-yard line of the Eagles brings up 3rd down.
Ball's rushing yards per carry has been interesting to me this year. Coming into tonight, his average yards per carry, 9.2 yards per carry.
Almost a first down every time the kid touches the football, and you can see why. He waits in the backfield just a little bit, sees the hole open up, but when the hole opens up, he hits it so explosive, gets behind a blocker, and it helps open it up even more. Great vision right there by the senior.
3rd and 5, 6 to snap it. They get it off in time, hand off ball. Ball tries to bounce it out. He's in the backfield. He's going to be pushed out of bounds for a big loss. This is going to be a loss of nearly 5 yards to bring up 4th down and 10. We'll see where they spot the, it's going to be 4th down and 9. So you're too far away for a long field goal. This would be a 47-yarder. But you're way too close to punt the ball. So McAlester going for it here on 4th down and 10.
Yeah, don't be surprised right here if McAlester doesn't try to maybe take a shot deep on a pass play, because if they intercept it, you pin them inside the 5. If it's incomplete, they get the ball at the 30, and it kind of works as a long field goal. So this is one of those spots where it's actually kind of no man's land.
Trips right. And are we going to have a timeout?
Timeout, Del City.
All right, we'll take one right here on KNED.
At Compass Capital Management, you'll receive confidence in your financial security as we provide direction, clarity, and vision for your future. Go to CompassCapitalMGT.com. Registered principal securities offered through Cambridge Investment Research Incorporated, a broker-dealer, member FINRA, SIPC. Jimmy J. Williams is an investment advisor representative of Compass Capital Management, LLC, a registered investment advisor. Cambridge and Compass Capital Management, LLC are not affiliated. 321 South 3rd, Suite 4, McAlester, Oklahoma, 74501. For more than 50 years, First Realty has helped the residents of McAlester and the surrounding area with their real estate needs. Whether residential or commercial, First Realty will guide you through the process of buying or selling your home or business. You can view our property inventory online at first-realty.net. And if you're into pickleball, the Pickle Palace is open. For membership information, call 918-424-3720 or go to picklepalaceok.com.
4th down and 10 upcoming for the Buffaloes. Del City burned their second time out of the half. McAlester still has all 3. 11-12 left to go in the first half. Buffaloes trailing 14-7 to the Del City Eagles. We'll have a Buffalo roll call here in just a moment. I'll tell you what, the PA man, he takes his job very seriously. I'm into it. That's all right. All right, in the gun. Tight ends to the left and right. Here's the snap. Rolling out right. Les now. Going back door. Wide open man. McCarty's got the ball. Touchdown, McAlester. What a play call. You couldn't have drawn it up better if you had crayon. Back door to Eric McCarty. And it was like he popped up under a trap door at Robert Calsu Stadium. Buffs a PAT away from tying this one up. And once again on 4th and long, the Buffaloes strike. I'm into the PA guy getting into his job, but I'm into the Buff scoring a little bit more. Greer will put this one between the uprights, and we will have this one be a 14-14 game, barring a penalty. We have a flag right in the middle of the G and the L in that black and red end zone. McAllister's making their way back over to the far sideline. I think that this is on Del City. This is offsides. And McAllister's bringing out the McCarty package, the Dozer package. They're going for the lead right here.
You know, partner, you're on the road. It's early. You're still in the first half. A lot of football to be played. Why not go for the lead? Because you might just put Del City in a predicament late in the game where they got to go for 2 as well.
So already maybe a pivotal moment in the game coming with 11:04 and a 2-point conversion attempt for the Buffaloes. It's like a chess match so far between Robert Jones and Forrest Mazie. Between the two of them and their 6 years of coaching as the head coaches, 11 combined losses in those 6 years.
2 very established and very well smart football coaches.
McCarty, the ball, right side. He is cut from behind. Did he get there? No, he did not. Buffaloes trail by 1 as we have 11:04 left to go in the half right here on KNED.
CryoShock McAlester will help you with athletic performance and recovery. Whole body cryotherapy causes inhibition of inflammation, which results in a reduction of pain and swelling. WBC is the natural and safe way to prevent or eliminate joint pain associated with the following: rheumatoid and osteoarthritis, muscle sprain and strain, sports injuries, and repetitive motion injury. Make cryotherapy part of your wellness regimen. Fast and convenient for rapid recovery of injuries. CryoShock McAlester, 405 East Chickasaw Suite C, McAlester.
KC Farm Machinery in McAlester is having an end-of-season sale on all 2022 Gravely commercial zero-turn mowers. We carry Gravely zero-turns from 42 up to 60-inch cuts. The 2023s are coming soon, so now's the time to take advantage of the discounts available on all 2022 Gravely zero-turn models. There's no better time to get that new Gravely commercial zero-turn. Your local independent Gravely dealer in McAlester is KC Farm Machinery, right next to the McAlester Union Stockyards.
The Buffaloes trail 14-13 here with 11:04 left to go in the first half. We have enough time for a drive summary, Phillip.
That was a 9-play, 54-yard touchdown drive that took 1 minute and 42 seconds off the clock. Capped off with that play-action 30-yard touchdown pass from Caden Lesnow to junior Eric McCarty on the wheel route. PAT was no good on the 2-point try. That's your drive summary brought to you by Bishop's Funeral Service. They are a full-service establishment that offers a wide range of services that love our McAlester Buffaloes.
Katie Burgess, wife of defensive coordinator Seth Burgess, saying Parker and I watching the game at home, she says, "Go Daddy." Here's the kick. There's the end-over-end kick. It'll be taken at the 25-yard line, up the middle, add some space, and chopped down. Let's see where he went down at. It's around the 45-yard line. That's where the Eagles are going to start this drive. Yeah, Parker saying "Go Daddy" to her dad, Seth Burgess. Christopher Michael Trainer saying the Trainers are watching from home. And McAlester, go Buffs, beat the Eagles. Again, Buffalo roll call. We're going to have to get a sponsor for that next, aren't we?
I think so.
A lot of people tuning in tonight.
Everybody tunes in for these Buffaloes.
Good following here for the Buffs as well. Thank y'all for listening over in the stands. Some people doing that here tonight. Excellent field position for the Eagles at their own 47-yard line and a 1-point game. Buffaloes trail the Eagles 14-13 and 10:58 left to go in the first half. Godwin puts a man in motion. He'll give it to him. Sweeping to the left to the 45-yard line. He will get to the near sideline and run out of bounds. On the carry was number 3. That was Jalen Sweet.
Number 3, Jalen.
That actually wasn't a carry. That was a little jet sweep pass, his 12th reception of the year. That one went for 3 yards. He now has 105 yards and a touchdown to go with it on the season. So 2nd down and 7 from the 50-yard line. They move to the near hash. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Godwin gets a snap, rolls right. Godwin passing. Has a wide open man in the flat. I think that's Sweet again. Sweet can't get to the first down marker. He's going to be about 2 yards shy. I'll bring up 3rd down and short here for the Eagles. Actually marked that 3rd down and 3. He didn't even get to the 45 there. He got to the 46.
Great play right there. Good pitch and catch. They get the safeties and the outside backer out. Has nothing but green grass. Pitches it out there. Forces the safety to roll down. Allows him to pick up 4 yards right there. Bring up 3rd down and 3.
In the gun, 2 receivers left, 1 right. Tight end looks like he's on the right side. Here's a snap. Handoff Adama. Adama is met in the backfield. He breaks free for a moment and gets back to the line of scrimmage. This is going to be 4th down. The early pressure from the right side looked to be Garrett Shumway coming in there along with Malachi Rice. 4th down and 2, and the Eagles have no intention on punting this one away. Adama will be coming into the game. That wasn't Adama on the carry. That was Shaden Green, number 28.
Great knockdown right there by the Buffalo defensive front. They created holes, and Jalen Green comes up the middle, gets hit, barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. That's a testament right there that we talk about all season long. That Black Death defense, they slammed down hard on that Eagle offensive line.
They need to do it again. 4th down and 2 from the Buffalo 45. Eagles with the ball. Godwin the snap. Design run right side. He goes there. What a big hit. And you just hear the entire McAlester side go ooh and ah. If Adam Schefter was tweeting out that hit, he would say assault. What a hit. I don't see who got him. It was on the opposite side of the pile. But that might be an early contender for hit of the year. But more importantly, the Buffaloes stop the Eagles on 4th down and have a chance to take the lead. They'll have the ball at their own 45-yard line, far hash, with 9:53 remaining here in the first half. Again, Buffaloes trailing 14-13.
I think that hit was delivered by none other than Owen Russell, because he came up, and I did see Owen Russell, so I think that hit was delivered by him.
Stone, the quarterback, McCarty to the left side of him, H-back left. The snap. Stone going to keep it himself up the left side. Coming in like a wrecking ball over to the 49-yard line. Gain of 4, 2nd down and 6. One thing that has worked for the Buffaloes time and time again so far in the first half is their ability to run the ball and get a push up front, and that is a testament to the offensive line. The Hogzillas up front, you like to call them that, Phillip. Zach Rogers, Kason Whitley, Sean Woods, Connor Fields, Sean Perkins, and you have a little bit of help from his friends, the H-backs as well. That could be Dustin Jacobson. That could be Pfeiffer Mitchell.
Sometimes it's Lance Stone.
Sometimes it's Lance Stone.
And Malachi Rice.
Stone, the quarterback. Now it's Baugh going to be the running back on the left side of Stone. They have 7 seconds to snap it. 2nd and 6. Stone gets the ball. Design keeper again, left side. He's got a hole, and he's going to be tripped up a yard shy of the first down marker. By the way, the Buffaloes got into the red zone earlier on. The red zone alert brought to you by McAlester Home Store. If you need tile, carpet, or luxury vinyl, McAlester Home Store can help. Come see him over at 5th and Wyandotte in McAlester. Clock is stopped at 8:50. They need to get the ball to the Eagle 45-yard line. They're at the Eagle 46, 3rd and 1. It'll be Sean Woods going to the ball.
It's my guys versus your guys, and I like my guys.
McCarty under center, right side, first down. Lowers the shoulder, gets some extra yards. He'll be a little bit shy of the 40-yard line. That first down brought to you by Sean Wilkerson with Whitetail Properties. Give them a call at 918-284-1233 when you're looking to sell your ranch, timber, or recreational land or rural home. Call Sean Wilkerson with Whitetail Properties at that number.
I want to go back to the hit on defense, and I want to apologize to everybody that's listening and watching at home. If we came through your TV or your radio in your ears, we are so sorry. That was, like you said, Brandon, that might be the hit of the year.
There's some natural reaction to you where you just need to make a loud noise when you see something that was, as the kids say, lit as that. Man in motion. Here's a snap. Going to give it over to Baugh. Baugh left side. He will get past the 40-yard line. He's got some real estate down the far sideline. He's going to be tackled short of the 25, but he's got an extra 10 yards past the first down marker to move the chains. The Buffalo offensive line, you can't credit them enough. They are facing a major task like they did against Scotlandville just a few weeks ago. They're taking on Jaden Foreman, committed to the University of Oklahoma State, or rather Oklahoma State University. I forget it's not University of Oklahoma like that. And they've been getting great pushes on that defensive line. In the gun, Lesnow, design quarterback keeper left side, tries to get positive yardage, and he will as he cuts it upfield around the 25-yard line. We'll see where he got knocked down at. I think it's going to be a gain of about 2.
Good hard design, good quarterback design run right there. Lesnow filled the pressure a little bit sooner than he wanted. He had to use his speed and his athleticism to get out there. He's picked up, I have him at 2.
Yeah.
The scoreboard has him at 1.
It's 2.
But it's going to be a 2-yard pickup because he was on the 26 and the ball spotted at the 24.
Yeah, the down marker is over at the 24-yard line. Under 7 minutes left to go here in the first half. The Buffaloes need to get to the ball and snap it. They got 7 to snap it. In the gun, we might have a timeout here. Buffaloes have all 3. 3 seconds, 2. And, yep, Coach Mazey called timeout right before the snap. We'll take it right here on KNED.
Welcome to Allstate, where DriveWise and the Allstate mobile app gives you personalized driving feedback. And by adding it to your policy, you can save for driving safe. Allstate. Here, better protection costs a whole lot less. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Contact McAlester Allstate agent Lyle Whitworth for a quote today.
Not available in every state. Savings based on DriveWise and other safe driving discounts. Savings vary. Subject to terms and conditions. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Caring Hands Healthcare Centers offers high-quality, affordable care with locations in McAlester and Hartshorn. Caring Hands provides easy access to healthcare at reduced costs, medical, dental, behavioral health, and substance abuse services. We accept Medicare, Medicaid, and commercial insurance, and offer reduced pricing for patients that are underinsured or not insured based on income. We offer transportation and a 340B discount pharmacy program. Caring Hands Healthcare Centers. For more information, call 918-426-2442.
The Buffaloes were down 14-0 in this game early, 6 minutes in, but they have responded. They have brought it to a 1-point game, and they are driving. 2nd down and 8 for the Buffaloes inside the Eagle 25-yard line. Blaze ball to the left side of Caden Lesnow, who already has 1 touchdown pass tonight, to Eric McCarty. They're going to move the H-backs and tight ends to the left, a running back to the right. We do have a flag. This will be false start. When Lesnow clapped to move the tight end and H-back to the other side and to move Baugh to the opposite side of him, someone took an extra movement. And these are those possible drive killing penalties that you're speaking about, Phillip.
Yeah, up front, when your quarterback claps, you got to make sure that you stay set. Stay set until you hear your quarterback give the cadence, because right there on what was second and manageable is going to bring you up to 2nd and 13. Now, the way the Buffaloes have been moving the football, it is still doable, but it really hurts being back behind the chains like this.
In the gun, 2 receivers each side, 2nd and 13. Left hash, the snap, play action, passing far side, caught by Lauerman. Lauerman, if he would have broke through and got there a little bit quicker, the ball came loose, but they're going to say he was down. Lauerman got out to the 21-yard line, and this is going to bring up now really 3rd down and manageable. Lauerman made the catch. He had one more man to break through, and he had nothing but wide open spaces.
Yeah, Jackson Lauerman, if he would have just been able to bust through the arm tackle, and that's all it was. And we don't give testament out there enough. We don't give testament to these kids enough about having about arm tackling, and that's all that was. He just reached out, grabbed a hold of him, and he was able to pull Jackson Lauerman back in. And that is Damarian Turner, the one that actually got him. And we are lucky that the ground cannot cause a fumble.
3rd down and 6, 2 receivers to each side, left hash. They get the defense to jump off sides again. Based on what I saw.
No,
we have a timeout called first.
Right before the delay of game.
We'll take the timeout right here on KNED.
Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram is now under new management, and they're ready to deal. At Patriot, we continue to offer the widest selection of high-quality, low-mileage vehicles and affordable financing tailored to your needs. Our extended warranties and protection plans will have you driving to the game with a smile. Speaking of football, Patriot is proud to sponsor the 2022 football season. Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram on the 69 bypass right next to the mall.
My wife makes the best lasagna, even in that old kitchen of ours. She deserves the best kitchen money can buy, but all our cash was tied up. So we went to the Bank N.A. for a loan for our kitchen remodel, and the folks at the Bank N.A. came through for us and our family. Plus, the Bank N.A. is local, so the money stays in town. Call 918-423-2265 or go into the Bank N.A. to get your loan for whatever your family wants or needs. The Bank N.A. Strong, secure, and ready to loan. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
So before that break, McAlester did get Del City to jump off sides, but they were also having the game clock running down to 0, so Maisie had no choice but to call timeout. So it's 3rd down and 6 in the Dozer package from the 21-yard line. From the Eagle 21, Buffs with the ball, down by 1. The snap. McCarty's going to pass. What a move, but he threw it over the top of Chaz Bradley. He was almost sacked in the backfield. He made an excellent swipe to the left. But when he went for the pass, he just overthrew Chaz Bradley. So 4th down and 6 is upcoming. Here's the question. Are you in field goal range? Ball's at the 22. From here, it'd be a 39-yarder.
I believe you are in Trenton Greer's range, especially from what we were seeing earlier. But when you're this close, you're moving the football too good. Try to go for it because if you get it, you keep this drive moving and you keep this you keep a lot of these Eagles on the field.
4th and 6. Trips left. Les now at the snap. Rolling right. Looking downfield. Passing. It is dropped. Dropped. It would have been a 1st down inside the 15-yard line. Bradley beat his man, but he dropped the ball. And that'll be a turnover on downs now for the Buffaloes. The Eagles did it on the previous drive. McAlester can't capitalize. And it will still be a 1-point game with 5:45 left to go in the first half. I agree with you there, Phillip, when you're looking at debating on if you should go with the field goal or not. When you're looking at Greer, he did hit a 36-yarder last week, but that was, again, his high on the year so far. When you look back at the end of this game, if you do fall in it, you don't want to look back at saying, if that was the moment, I know for sure we did what I wanted to do deep down or whatever you were thinking for. McAlester is moving the ball well. It just didn't go right for him there, and it really just a drop pass away from continuing the drive. So it was a good play call. Just Buffaloes didn't execute on that one play. Now the Eagles have the ball near the 22-yard line. Here's the snap. Godwin, he's under pressure. He's going to work himself to the left, gets a block, still looking downfield. He's being chased, and he'll throw it out of bounds. Again, excellent defensive pressure and also work in the secondary by the Buffs. Eli Chapman was there covering guys that were going deep. Eric McCarty, Chaz Bradley. That'll bring up 2nd down and 10.
Again, partner, that's what we call a zone sack. You let your DBs get locked up, lock them down so that way the quarterback has to sit there and hold and hold and hold. Offensive line can only hold this defensive front and actually this front 7 off for so long. The pressure started getting there to Godwin. Godwin had no choice but to just finally get out of the pocket and throw it out of bounds.
Ball on the right hash. Trips right. Eagles moving it right to left across the radio dial if you're listening that way. Handoff. And we have a good chunk yardage. Another big hit around the 25-yard line. They're going to drive him back. They're going to give his forward progress, if I'm looking at the far referee, to the 27. I didn't think he got there. I thought it was at least the 26. But it's still a decent gain. I thought it was more than what it was, only a gain of 5. Actually, about 6.
It's going to be a big play right here. It's about 3rd down and 6, 3rd down and 5, depending on, who is actually calling it. Right here is when McAlester has to just be mean, be nasty, slam down the defensive front and fill those gaps up.
Empty backfield, 5 wide. Godwin gets a snap, looking left, passing left. It is missed. He had an open man, Nigel Thomas, on a slant route, and he just missed him. He was under pressure, though. Malachi Rice was all up in his face. And that'll bring up 4th down and long, and the Eagles will punt this ball away for the 2nd time tonight. Buffalo should get good field position.
That's what we've talked about all year long. Get your opponent in 3rd and 5s, 3rd and longs, and 3rd and longer than that. So that way you can pin your ears back defensively, come after the quarterback. Malachi Rice slams down to that B-gap, looks Godwin in the face. Godwin had to throw it over that 6'3" Malachi Rice for an incomplete pass.
Johnson punts this one away. This one will be an excellent punt. Wow, line drive inside the 30-yard line, taken to bounce, goes sideways at the 21, will be down in between the 20 and 21-yard line. If you're looking at Johnson, like I said, he's got a pretty strong leg. His long on the year was 55. That was pretty close to 55 yards. Yeah, that was about a 55-yard punt there for Johnson, maybe a yard shy of that. And the Buffaloes are going to start this drive. What I thought was going to be pretty good field position, Johnson showing that he's not your average high school kicker. Buffaloes have the ball near hash with 4 minutes and 40 seconds remaining in the first half, trailing 14-13 to the Dell City Eagles. The difference was a missed two-point conversion.
What is the punter's name for Dell City
Stanley
again?
Johnson.
Stanley Johnson. Well, you know what Stanley Johnson's been doing in his free time, I've heard?
What's that?
He's been watching Michael Turk's videos about how to punt, and that one just proved to take a great bounce just like Turk does.
Also, I just like watching lefties that can punt the ball.
Very true, too.
In the gun, snap, handoff, ball of the middle. This time the Eagles defense read this one extremely well. And there's going to be no gain on this carry. There was also a breakdown on the offensive line. Did you really see what happened there?
I mean, you're trying to run backside counter, and when you got guys as physical as this Dell City Eagle front, even though they've been on the field a lot, they have been, because they play both ways. 8 out of the 11 play both ways on this Eagle defense. But great play right there to slam down on Sean Woods, Cason Whitley on that interior front, because Blaze Ball is going to wait. He's going to see the hole open up at the last second, slide upfield. Great play right there by the Eagle defense to slam those gaps early and force him to stand back there and allow the blow.
Snap, handoff, McCarty. No, it's going to be keeper by Lesnow. Lesnow has to try to get the corner. He does so past the 25-yard line, past the 30. He reached the ball out, and they're not going to say he got the first down. He's going to be a yard shy. They stopped the clock with 3:49 left to go in the first half. He reached the ball out as he was making his way down the far sideline, not enough to get the first down.
Yeah, great heads-up play right there. Just a RPO. I mean, not an RPO, a read option, just a straight read option. Puts the ball in McCarty's gut, pulls it. Defense walks up, tries to hit McCarty because, they're going to respect him. He's a hard physical runner. That leaves the quarterback less now to slide out of the gate. Has nothing but green grass in front of him. Gets to the corner, turns it up, steps out of bounds.
They're going to go under center here for 3rd down and 1. McCarty, snap, left side, enough for the first down. That'll move the chains. By the way, you're talking about Caden Lesnow's dad checking in as well, so shout out to Caden Lesnow from Nathan, Casey, and Blade. Go Buffs. Once again, if you want to give us a shout out, the best way to be able to get to you quickly is on Twitter at Buff Sports Radio. By the way, Charlie, Mary, they're saying don't apologize for getting excited about that big hit earlier in the quarter. 3:35 remaining here in the second quarter. Buffalo's trailing 14-13. They have the ball at their own 31-yard line. In the gun, trips right. Single receiver far side, looks like Lauerman. Snap, handoff, ball. Once again, working that left side. He stays on his feet past the 35-yard line, and he'll get out to the 36-yard line for a gain of 5. Both teams have 1 timeout remaining. McAlester right now is moving at a pace where they're not going to be able to get into the end zone in the time that they have, even with the timeout.
Partner, that was actually Eric McCarty on that 5-yard run right there by the Buffaloes.
So 2nd down and 5 upcoming from the far hash.
McAlester just going with these long, grueling drives, just basically punching the Eagle defense right in the face and asking them to stop them.
2 receivers each side, 2nd and 5. Snap, keeper by Lesnow. Lesnow tries to spin out of a defender, and he does so, but unfortunately he was met by another red jersey. This one will be a loss.
In the backfield, loss of 5, 3rd down.
Something right there.
I hate to break it to the PA, man. It's not quite a loss of 5. That's a loss of 1. And that'll bring up 3rd down and 6. That's about a loss of 2, 3rd down and 7.
I marked it down as a loss of 4 because they even had me tricked.
Yeah, I thought that when he spun out of the tackle, he repositioned himself to be able to. So Buffs actually, in our opinion, got a good call there.
All right, Eagles fans, let's get
Great generous spot right here. McAlester needs a good pickup.
3rd down and 7. Two receivers each side, under 2 minutes left to go in the quarter. Snap, Les now rolling out right, looking downfield. Will toss it, hit as he throws, and he can't find Lauerman. And the Buffs will have to punt this ball away as the clock stops with 1:49 left to go in the quarter. So it's up to the Buffalo defense to hold this to a 1-point game. Ever since an explosive first quarter, this has been a battle of strength.
You know, just like Coach Mazey said, just like everybody has said across the state of Oklahoma, this is going to be two heavyweights lining up. We're going to punch you in the face. Stop us if you can. And right now, McAlester and Del City is throwing everything they have at each other.
And we're going to be having a timeout called. We'll take it right here on KNED.
We're celebrating 40 years of being a Nissan dealership here at Fenton Nissan of McAlester, and we're proud to be one of the oldest in the nation.
We're honored to serve our local communities and look forward to serving you in the years to come.
Come meet our friendly staff and see why we are the best deal dealer.
Buy any vehicle this month and get entered to win 2 OU or OSU football tickets.
And don't forget to tell them Maddie sent you.
Fenton Nissan is your best deal dealer.
Learn more at fentonnissan.com.
Vickers Furniture has remodeled their entire store, and they invite you to come in and take a look. You'll also find the best prices on furniture, bedding, and accessories. Vickers Furniture calls this, well, their remodeling sale. A new look for a new season. And don't forget, there's 18-month zero-interest financing, the fall remodeling sale. On now at Vickers Furniture, 215 South 2nd, McAlester.
Vickers Furniture, we're right here with you.
Buffs burn their final timeout with 1:49 remaining here in the second quarter. Les now punting the ball away for the Buffaloes from their own 34-yard line. Les now gets it, quick punt, end over end, will bounce inside the 40-yard line, take a McAlester bounce, and it'll be picked up inside the 40 as they will make it past the 45 to the 47. Pretty good move there by, I think that was Braylon Adama, as he took it past the 45. He saw that no one was really around him as the ball bounced, so that wasn't really a risky play to be able to grab it and try to get some extra yards. Clock is stopped with 1:38 left to go. Here in the first half, it's a 1-point game. It's up to the Buffaloes to try to keep it that way. And remember that we do have a strong leg that we're talking about for Stanley Johnson. His long, just like Trenton Greer's, is 36. He's attempted 4 field goals this year. He's 3 for 4 on field goals, as he is 15 for 16 on PATs for the year.
And we saw him hitting around what would have been the length of about a 42, 43-yarder during warm-ups, about the same that Trenton Greer did as well.
Empty backfield, 5 wide. Ball right between the hash marks at the Eagle 47-yard line. Godwin gets a snap, looks left, rolls out left. We'll have to dump it down into the flat, and he misses his man. It would have been a tough catch for running back Adama, and that'll bring up 2nd down and 10. 5 seconds went off the clock, 1:33 remaining in the half. If you keep on wondering why I keep on saying the time and the score so often, is that we are simulcasting this game if you're just watching on YouTube. If you're ever finding yourself on the road, you can listen on KNED as well, 1150 AM, 98.3 FM locally, and also anywhere in the world from the KNED app or McAlsterradio.com on the KNED tab. So got to give them some love, too, know what's going on for them. I know you can see it on the scoreboard on the YouTube stream. 10 seconds to snap it. 2nd down and 10 for the Eagles. In the gun, 2 receivers each side. Godwin takes a little high snap and hands it off. The ball's loose! And I think that the Eagles jumped right back on it. The Buffaloes say they have it, but I think that Godwin got back on top of the football. Yes, he did. And the clock will run. Almost an extreme stroke of luck for the Buffaloes, but Godwin quickly got back on top of that football. They do have a timeout that they can use. McAlester does not have any. 3rd and 13 upcoming. And right now I think that the Eagles want to use a little bit of time because they don't want to give McAlester enough time to get the ball back and possibly take the lead before halftime. The Eagles will get the ball to start off the second half, so anything right here, they're just looking for some cushion.
Absolutely right there, partner. If you can eat some clock, get one over, get to the sideline, or maybe even call a timeout, they're going to burn it right here.
There it is. 57 seconds left in the first half. 14-13 McAlester trails here on KNED.
Best Western Inn and American Lodge and Suites in McAlester are both locally owned and operated, and both offer clean, comfortable rooms at a great price, of course. Best Western Inn and American are proud sponsors of the 2022 football season, wishing the best of luck to all the players and coaches. And remember, when you need a clean, comfortable room at a great price, think Best Western Inn and America Inn and Suites, both located on the 69 bypass in McAlester. I used to have a friend whose car got sideswiped by another vehicle. No mechanical damage, but it sure left him with an ugly ride. The insurance company offered to repair it, but my friend decided to take the money and run. That's a bad move. A year later, he had to sell it, and that's when he discovered that a little paint and body work would have doubled the resale value on his car. Invest your money wisely. Buck Wilson Frame and Body Shop, 103 East Oklahoma, McAlester.
3rd and 13, neither team has a timeout right now. Eagles had the ball at their own 44-yard line, up by 1. They're going to try to go deep. Godwin in the pocket, going deep. Underneath, it'll be caught at the 35-yard line, and that is where they'll be tackled down at the 34. So they get the 3rd down conversion. Looking over the middle, I believe that was Adama that made the catch. Godwin quickly gets up to the line. He's going to grab it and spike it. Clock stops with 34 seconds left to go here in the first half. From here, that'd be a very long field goal. From here, it'd be a 52-yarder. Scratch that, 51. 14-13, McAlester trails by 1. They were a missed 2-point conversion away from having the lead in this one.
That previous play, McAlester went with a 3-man rush, and if you're just going to rush 3 men home, rush 3 men, drop 8, you got to be able to lock up on those receivers, partner.
Man in motion's Adama. Here's the snap. Godwin back to pass, looking middle. A man's breaking over the middle. This one's high, and it's incomplete. McCarty comes in. There's no flag there, as I think the ball might have even been tipped, and even so, that was well past Kenijah Thomas, it looked like. McCarty in coverage. Those two are going to go at it a lot over the next 4 years. Thomas, again, committed to Kansas State, and Eric McCarty to the University of Oklahoma.
Well, you don't actually know how long Oklahoma's going to play Kansas State anymore.
That's true. That is very true. They're down in 10 upcoming here for the Eagles with 28 seconds on the clock from the McAlester 33-yard line. So we're going to do it again, 3rd and long.
Pin your ears back right here, boys. You got 3rd down and long. Pin your ears back. Go after them. Lock up on the back end.
2 receivers each side. Adama to the right of Godwin. 4-man front, the snap. Godwin back to pass. Looking up the middle. Now he's break out to the right. Passes it underneath. It's dropped. With 23 seconds left, we have 4th down and 10 from the 34-yard line. Again, if they go for a field goal here, it's a 51-yarder.
They have no timeout, so they can't call a timeout and decide to kick it. So right here, they got 27 seconds to decide on a play or whatever they're going to do. And again, if the offense stays out, pin your ears back, lock up on the back end, because you might just have a chance to take a shot downfield if they don't get this conversion.
So looks like they're going to go for it. They got 9 to snap it. 4th and 10 from the Buffalo 34. Can the Black Death defense hold? Empty backfield, 5 wide now. Here's the snap, bobbled by Godwin. Godwin picks it up, has plenty of space and a pocket, throws over the middle. It is caught. 1st down. Here's a race down to the 10-yard line, and he throws a man down at the 9. They get the 4th down conversion and get inside the 10-yard line. 13 seconds left to go here in the first half. This is well within field goal range for Johnson. Here's the snap. They'll spike it. 11 seconds left to go here in the half. They have enough time for about one more play unless they want to send the field goal unit out there. They were about to go out, but then Del City brought him back to the sideline. We're looking at one more play before a possible field goal.
But you have got to remember, you have no timeouts. So, and it looks like they're going to bring the field goal unit out.
They're not going to risk it. You were about to say, because if you get tackled inbounds, you don't have enough time to go up and spike it. You don't with 11 seconds left. So they're just going to try to strengthen their lead here. It's a 1-point game right now. No matter what happens, unless they fake it and score on a touchdown, McAlester is going to feel good whether this is made or not.
Absolutely right, partner. And if you can, pin your ears back, go block it.
Snap, hold, kick is up. It is off the upright. It doinked off the left upright with 6 seconds left to go in the second quarter. We've got a doink here in the Metro. And the Buffaloes will should ride a 1-point deficit into halftime. I'm not expecting them to really do much here, but just take a knee. Del City will get the ball to start the second half. That is why they wanted to get some points on this possession, because they're going to get the ball to start the second half. If they would have got that field goal, if they scored on the opening drive of the second half, that's a 2-score game.
Right here, if you're McAlester, you look for McAlester, just take a knee, go to the half, down 1. But Del City's actually going to play a prevent defense, so right now would be a perfect time to just go out there, take a knee, because they're already dropping everybody back.
Yeah, everyone's already dropped back.
So they're going to drop 8, just take a knee, go to the half, down 1.
Yeah, just being safe. There's the snap, there's the knee, and that is it for the first half. The Buffaloes trailed the Del City Eagles 14-13, but they were down 14-0 at one point. They have fought their way back, and this is everything that we thought it was going to be here in this 1-versus-1 matchup at the top of Class 5A. Again, Del City 14, McAlester 13 at the break. We're about to have the halftime show brought to you by Pop's Kettle Corn beginning shortly. This is Buffalo Football on KNED.
I used to have a friend whose car got sideswiped by another vehicle. No mechanical damage, but it sure left him with an ugly ride. The insurance company offered to repair it, but my friend decided to take the money and run. That's a bad move. A year later, he had to sell it, and that's when he discovered that a little paint and body work would have doubled the resale value on his car. Invest your money wisely. Buck Wilson Frame and Body Shop, 103 East Oklahoma, McAlester.
Hey guys, it's Sam from Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in beautiful McAlester. If you're looking for a truck and you want to save a buck, then you're in luck. It's time for a new Ford truck. If you're wanting it for fun in the sun, work, or play, today is your lucky day. Like I said, today is the day, so don't delay. Get off your seat and try the truck that won't be beat. So come on down to Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in beautiful McAlester and let us make it happen for you.
Vickers Power Sports. Drop by and check out our selection of Can-Am, Polaris, and Kawasaki side-by-sides and ATVs in stock. Vickers Power Sports also offers a 45-minute express lube and filter service. Plus, we carry a full line of parts and accessories like sound bars, roofs, windshields, and more, all in stock. Vickers Power Sports. Call us at 918-423-3306 or go to vickerspowersports.com. Since 1952, W.E. Alford Propane has been your source for propane, both residential and commercial. W.E. Alford Propane serves most of eastern and southeastern Oklahoma, with locations locally in McAlester, Bache, and Wilburton, elsewhere in Stigler, Porham, Shakota, Longtown, Muskogee, and more. If you need propane, there's only one number to call. That's 918-423-3121. W.E. Alford Propane, serving the area for 70 years. Now that's saying something.
McAlester Pepsi has got what you need. From food service to vending or just plain customer service, McAlester Pepsi can hook you up with all of your beverage needs. We are not your typical soda company. McAlester Pepsi is the total beverage provider, from water to energy teas, juice, and soda, and so much more. Visit us at McAllisterPepsi.com or give us a call, 918-423-2360. McAlester Pepsi, proud sponsor of the 2022 football season.
At Compass Capital Management, you'll receive confidence in your financial security as we provide direction, clarity, and vision for your future. Go to CompassCapitalMGT.com. Registered principal securities offered through Cambridge Investment Research Incorporated, a broker-dealer, member FINRA, SIPC. Jimmy J. Williams is an investment advisor representative of Compass Capital Management, LLC, a registered investment advisor. Cambridge and Compass Capital Management, LLC are not affiliated. 321 South 3rd, Suite 4, McAlester, Oklahoma, 74501. For more than 50 years, First Realty has helped the residents of McAlester and the surrounding area with their real estate needs. Whether residential or commercial, First Realty will guide you through the process of buying or selling your home or business. You can view our property inventory online at first-realty.net. And if you're into pickleball, the Pickle Palace is open. For membership information, call 918-424-3720 or go to picklepalaceok.com.
CryoShock McAlester will help you with athletic performance and recovery. Whole body cryotherapy causes inhibition of inflammation, which results in a reduction of pain and swelling. WBC is the natural and safe way to prevent or eliminate joint pain associated with the following: rheumatoid and osteoarthritis, muscle sprain and strain, sports injuries, and repetitive motion injury. Make cryotherapy part of your wellness regimen. Fast and convenient for rapid recovery of injuries. CryoShock McAlester, 405 East Chickasaw Suite C, McAlester.
KC Farm Machinery in McAlester is having an end-of-season sale on all 2022 Gravely commercial zero-turn mowers. We carry Gravely zero-turns from 42 up to 60-inch cuts. The 2023s are coming soon, so now's the time to take advantage of the discounts available on all 2022 Gravely zero-turn models. There's no better time to get that new Gravely commercial zero-turn. Your local independent Gravely dealer in McAlester is KC Farm Machinery, right next to the McAlester Union Stockyards.
So early on in this one, it looked like Del City was looking to run away with it. They scored 2 touchdowns in less than 7 minutes, but since then, the Black Death defense has really settled down. They have stopped the Eagles a couple of times. They forced a turnover on downs. They forced them to miss a field goal at the dying seconds of the second quarter. And McAlester also with a spark from Blaze Baugh, his second kickoff touchdown return of the season, this one for 90 yards. That gave McAlester the spark they needed to be able to get back into the game. They scored a touchdown. They were a PAT away from tying it. They got the PAT, but since there was a offsides on Del City, McAlester, like they normally do when the team goes offsides, try to get the 2-point conversion because they, once again, we say it a lot with Phillip and I, my guys against your guys, and that time Del City won with their guys near the goal line. A 2-point conversion was no good, and McAlester trails by 1 at the end of the first half. This is the Buffalo Halftime Show brought to you by Pop's Kettle Corn in Old Town, a veteran-owned business. Phillip, what was your opinion on the first half?
I mean, not much you really can say that hasn't been said. Del City comes out and they fired haymakers. They punched you in the face just when you thought McAlester was about to fold. They get the fumble, and Del City gets a short field, capitalizes. They're up 14-0, and then McAllister's like, oh, God, we got to respond here. But McAlester takes that kickoff 90 yards by Blaze Baugh, and just when Del City hit a bomb and got all the momentum on their side, Blaze Baugh steps up, knocks one right back out of the park, brings momentum back over, and it was just a weathering of the storm.
Mm-hmm. That's really what it was in the first quarter. There's no better way to put that.
And, I mean, I know I talk about boxing and fighting and stuff like that, but that's exactly what it is. And
this is legit a heavyweight match. Coach Mazey said it himself in the last week's postgame show.
I mean, this is like the wars of Francis Ngannou, Stipe Miocic and Daniel Cormier. I'm just gonna stand in front of you. I'm gonna hit you in the face, and can you stop it? Del City hit McAlester in the face. McAlester fumbles. They hit him in the face again. They find themselves really theoretically down 28-0 because when you step off the bus, you're down 14. And so,
where have you heard that from a lot?
I heard that for 4 years from Coach Brian Pratt. He said when you step off that bus in enemy territory, you're down 14 when you step off the bus. And it's very true because when you step off the bus, you're not only playing the 11 guys across from you on the line of scrimmage, but you're going against everybody behind on their bleachers, their band, everybody, because they're all here to support them. So theoretically, you were down 28, stepped up, 2 big plays, you weathered the storm. And I believe that you've seen Del City's best punches, and I believe that McAlester hasn't thrown theirs yet.
I think it's a good way to end it off right there. McAlester still has some tricks up their sleeve, but they've also been playing to their advantage. They've been doing what they like to do. And for the first half, what they tried to do, if you're going to keep on talking about fighting, they've been delivering body shots. What they've been doing here early in the first half, they've been doing their simple runs at the middle. They've been just running it right down their throat and seeing how Del City responds. For a majority of the first half, they were getting chunk yardage, 5, 6 yards, good runs, and that's what led to McAllister's first score. And by the way, they scored on a 4th down and 10 on a wheel route out of Eric McCarty. I don't know how you let him get that open. He was wide open out of the running back spot. They lined up with, I think 3 men on the line, and then you had the 2 receivers out to the sides. So, I think there was 3 men on the line at that point, and they just did a wheel route out to McCarty, and it was a perfect play call. It ended up leading to 6, and like I said, just a PAT away from tying, 2-point conversion away from taking the lead, and they've been doing body shots, and we'll see if McAlester lands some haymakers of their own. I mean, they had the biggest one of the game so far, which was the 90-yard kickoff return.
Well, you can only get punched in the body for so long before you finally fold in a fight. And McAllister's starting to do that because when you have 8 guys on defense that is on the starting offense for the Del City Eagles, hit them where it counts. Body blow after body blow after body blow. Keep those big guys on the field, because when they got to go from playing defense for 5-6 minutes of drive or however long if you can keep them on the field to go in and play an offense, they're going to try to go score. And then that is when you can call up the dogs and say, hey, go home and get them, lock it up on the back end. And then guess what that does? It forces those big boys to be right back on the field.
So we're going to see who responds well out of the second half. If we're looking at third quarter so far for McAlester, it hasn't been their best quarter, but it's been one of their best. 26-10, they're outscoring their opposition in the third quarter. So we'll see how they come out of the gate in the third. They're going to have to stop Del City first because Del City does get the ball to start off the second half. Who do you think was the difference maker in the first half?
I mean, it goes without saying, Blaze Ball.
Really?
Because
yeah.
You're down 14-0. You need a spark. You need somebody to fire up the engine and go. Blaze Ball catches that squib kick that rolls on the dirt. It rolls on the turf. He releases a trans break, and he just takes off down the sideline. And before you know it, you're down 14-0. You're down 14-7 with a 90-yard return. So I'm going to say Blaze Ball because he was that spark that they needed.
I'm going to say Eric McCarty. And the reason why I say it is because have you seen him take a lot of breaks on the sideline? He hasn't really hardly taken any. And when he has taken them, guess who's filled right into the running back spot? Blaze Ball. So I'm going to say McCarty. He's gotten a lot of carries already in this game. We're about to get some halftime stats here in a little bit, so we're going to see just how many that he's had.
And he's had a couple of touchdown-saving tackles.
Yeah, that's very true. So he's getting it done on both sides of the ball, like Blaze Ball is as well. Blaze Ball getting it done in all three facets of the game right now. So we'll get some halftime stats here momentarily. We have about 13 minutes until the start of the second half, but we'll come back with some scoreboard updates, looking at how some of our local teams are doing, as well as some district games as well, right here on the Buffalo Postgame Show, brought to you by Pop's Kettle Corn in Old Town, a veteran-owned business. Welcome back to the Buffalo Halftime Show, brought to you by Pop's Kettle Corn in Old Town, a veteran-owned business. The score at the end of the first half, the Del City Eagles 14 and your McAlester Buffaloes 13 in this all-eyes-on-you matchup in this number 1 versus number 1 duel. It's now time to look at how other games are going around the district and the area with our scoreboard update. That's brought to you by Beautiful Rooms Furniture. They're all stocked up with bargains in every section, living room, bedroom, dining room, and more, plus a nice selection of mattresses from Simmons, Symbol, and Corsicana. Buy on time with 100 days, same as cash, no credit check needed, or 0% for 12 months with approved credit. Stop in and say hi to Kermit, Todd, and Rocky. Beautiful homes begin at Beautiful Rooms Furniture, 815 East Wyandotte, McAlester. All right, Phillip, take it away.
We're going to start off locally. As of 37 minutes ago, this is the last update that I had received. It was the first quarter. Holdenville was up on Chishomingo Mill Creek 8-0. Over in Spiro, we are tied at the half at 0-0, Bearcats and Spiro.
Defensive battle there.
Wilburton
goes without saying. That's kind of a duh thing.
Wilburton goes on the road to Hugo. We said Hugo big. Hugo's up 46-0 at the half. Second quarter, Eufaula ahead over Antlers 13-7. The Wampus Cats hosting Marietta. They're up 21-0 in the second quarter.
Way to go, Wampus Cats.
The Miners hosting Wewoka. They were up 51-6.
I didn't think it was going to be that much of a difference. I said 3 scores. I didn't think it was going to be 51-6.
I said 2 scores. I was trying to give Wewoka the benefit of the doubt, but the Miners are just saying, no, thank you. This is at home.
And that's after a big showing against Savannah last week.
Yep. You got the Gore Pirates going on. You got the Gore Pirates. They loaded up the ship. They went into the Cougar Den, and they're getting it done. They're up 54-0. Moving on into some 5A3 battles. The Coweta Tigers going into the home of the Chieftains. They're up 30-7 at the break. The Lions and the Warriors, 14-14 in the second quarter.
I knew it was going to be a close one. I still have Durant winning that one.
As of 31 minutes ago, the last update I received, it was the second quarter at East Central. The Chargers are charging in, and they're up 14-0
Hey.
And this, as of 31 minutes ago, but things could have changed. But, hey, Memorial to be up 14-0, that's a big one.
Hey, and I will say, I think that them playing McAlester last week was huge. Because when you see a good team like McAlester and then you play a team that's obviously not as good as McAlester, no discredit to East Central there, but they're not. When you play them, you're a little bit battle-tested. That makes you a little bit better moving forward.
Oh, absolutely. Sometimes it takes fighting, it takes playing better opponents, and you look at teams like Kent State, take for instance. Kent State, the Golden Flashes, they went into Norman, played Oklahoma, only scored 3 points against OU and Norman. They played Georgia and scored 22 points on Georgia. That's just that's a testament right there of playing a really great competition and then being able to change what you know that you need to change.
Exactly. So the score for our game, though, here in the Metro in Del City is the Del City Eagles 14 and your McAlester Buffaloes 13. We'll have some stats and keys to the second half coming up next. This is the Buffalo Halftime Show brought to you by Pop's Kettle Corn in Old Town, a veteran-owned business. Welcome back to the Buffalo Halftime Show, brought to you by Pop's Kettle Corn in Old Town, a veteran-owned business. Once again, Del City leading McAlester 14-13 at the break, and we're about to have some stats of the first half. And once again, if you always want to know the stats from the first half before anyone else, this is the place to be. You can listen on KNED or you can watch on the video stream as we're going to be giving you your stats here. So if you always want to get stats, that's the post-game show, the halftime show. We go over every single stat that we have. Let's start off with the Del City Eagles. We have Adama. He has had 7 carries for 16 yards. The quarterback, DeKalen Godwin, he has had 5 carries for 20 yards. Number 2, that's Demarion Turner. He has had 1 carry out of the Wildcat for a touchdown. And number 28, Shaden Green, had 1 carry for 1 yard. Looking at Godwin, I'm going to count up his completions real fast. He has had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He is 7 for 13 for 132 yards and a touchdown. That strike was a 44-yard strike to Nigel Thomas. Speaking of Thomas, he has 2 catches for 47 yards in that touchdown. Number 9 for the Eagles, that is Tango McCauley. He has had a catch for, that's 32 yards. He was the one that I think got them into the red zone on that final drive. And we also have number 3, Jalen Sweet. He has had 4 catches, the leading receiver with 53 yards. They've only had 3 penalties for a total of 12 yards. And looking at the first half, they had 38 rushing yards on 14 attempts, 132 passing yards on 13 attempts. So they've been balanced. 170 yards total. They have averaged a first down per pass. They have averaged only 2.7 yards per rush, though, for an average of 6.3 yards per play. Looking at your McAlester Buffaloes, Eric McCarty has already rushed the ball 11 times for only 40 yards, though. He has also had, no one has rushed for a touchdown just yet for McAlester. Caden Lesnow has had 4 carries for 6 yards. Dakota Moten had a carry for 7 yards, but he fumbled on that carry. Blaze Baugh had 5 carries for 20 yards. Lance Stone, 2 carries for 9 yards. Looking at Lesnow, he has gone 1, 2, 3, 4. He has gone 4 for 7 for 52 yards and a touchdown pass to Eric McCarty. Eric McCarty has had 1 pass that was incomplete. All 4 completions for Lesnow have been to different receivers. Lance Stone had a 17-yard grab. We had Chaz Bradley with a negative 2-yard grab. That 30-yard touchdown pass by Lesnow to McCarty. And then Jackson Lauerman had a catch for 7 yards. The Buffaloes have only had 3 penalties. 1 was declined. The other 2 were, one was a face mask offensively. The other one was a false start, so that was ended up being 10 yards total there. McAlester has been balanced in this game. 82 rushing yards on 23 attempts, 52 passing yards on 8 attempts, 134 yards total on 31 plays. Nearly 4 yards per rush, nearly 7 yards per pass, nearly 5 yards per play. McAlester is really neither team is dominating the time of possession. 27 plays for Del City, 31 plays for McAlester. Del City has the advantage on yards over McAlester by about I'd say it looks like 36 if I'm doing quick math there. So, once again, that's what we were looking at the break. If we're looking to the second half, Phillip, what are your keys to the second half for the Buffaloes?
Keys to the second half are just do what you were doing in the first half. Don't get lackadaisical on the back end. Stick with these receivers whenever they try to go vertical on you. Be smart. Run hard. Go north and south. And defensively, offensively, just keep making these holes for these running backs to slide through. Body blow after body blow and get ready for the long one.
I think my key to the second half is you got to take care of the ball. If you don't fumble the ball on your second drive, you're not down by 1 point at this time. You're actually maybe up on the Eagles. So
you want
to make sure that you're taking care of the football because you gave the Eagles a short field to work with on that second drive when they scored. So make sure you take care of the football. That's what we preached on in the pregame show. McAlester has had 9 turnovers this season. Del City's only 3. So you want to make sure that in the second half you win the turnover battle and get some momentum for yourself. All right, so again, speaking of the second half, the Eagles will get the ball to start off the second half. This has been the Buffalo Halftime Show brought to you by Pop's Kettle Corn in Old Town, a veteran-owned business. As we're about to start the second half in about, I think, 3 minutes, we're going to go thank some of our season sponsors, and we'll be right back here in a moment on KNED.
Welcome to Allstate, where DriveWise and the Allstate mobile app gives you personalized driving feedback. And by adding it to your policy, you can save for driving safe. Allstate. Here, better protection costs a whole lot less. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Contact McAlester Allstate agent Lyle Whitworth for a quote today.
Not available in every state. Savings based on DriveWise and other safe driving discounts. Savings vary. Subject to terms and conditions. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Caring Hands Healthcare Centers offers high-quality, affordable care with locations in McAlester and Hartshorn. Caring Hands provides easy access to healthcare at reduced costs, medical, dental, behavioral health, and substance abuse services. We accept Medicare, Medicaid, and commercial insurance, and offer reduced pricing for patients that are underinsured or not insured based on income. We offer transportation and a 340B discount pharmacy program. Caring Hands Healthcare Centers. For more information, call 918-426-2442. Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram is now under new management, and they're ready to deal. At Patriot, we continue to offer the widest selection of high-quality, low-mileage vehicles and affordable financing tailored to your needs. Our extended warranties and protection plans will have you driving to the game with a smile. Speaking of football, Patriot is proud to sponsor the 2022 football season. Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram on the 69 bypass right next to the mall.
My wife makes the best lasagna, even in that old kitchen of ours. She deserves the best kitchen money can buy, but all our cash was tied up. So we went to the Bank N.A. for a loan for our kitchen remodel, and the folks at the Bank N.A. came through for us and our family. Plus, the Bank N.A. is local, so the money stays in town. Call 918-423-2265 or go into the Bank N.A. to get your loan for whatever your family wants or needs. The Bank N.A. Strong, secure, and ready to loan. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Vickers Furniture has remodeled their entire store, and they invite you to come in and take a look. You'll also find the best prices on furniture, bedding, and accessories. Vickers Furniture calls this, well, their remodeling sale. A new look for a new season. And don't forget, there's 18-month zero-interest financing, the fall remodeling sale. On now at Vickers Furniture, 215 South 2nd, McAlester.
Vickers Furniture, we're right here with you.
We're about to begin the second half here in about a minute. Again, the McAlester Buffaloes will be kicking the ball off to the Del City Eagles. The score at the end of the first half, for those on radio, 14-13. And we want to remind everyone while we're getting ready for the second half, the post-game show will be radio only. That's why we strongly encourage you to download the KNED app wherever you're at, or just listen traditionally on radio. And you can be able to catch the post-game interview with Coach Amazy. You'll be able to look at the post-game stats, see how some of our local and area teams and district teams did as well. So make sure that you get to your KNED app shortly after the end of this broadcast if you're watching on YouTube. We're about to have kickoff, brought to you by Jed Tire Service for great deals on Michelin, Uniroyal, Kinda, and Cooper tires for your car, truck, or SUV. See Jed Tire Service in McAlester, serving Southeast Oklahoma since 1962. Don't fret, jettire.net. Once again, for those on radio, if you didn't catch the kickoff to start off the game, McAlester wearing white from head to toe. For the Del City Eagles, wearing their black helmets, red jerseys, black numerals front and back, and black pants as well. So it looks like McAlester will be kicking the ball off right to left. The Eagles will be returning it left to right. So as we're looking at the second half, McAlester looking to commit less drive-killing penalties. Again, they had some false starts that put them back behind the chains. They had 1 turnover to the Eagles 0, and they want to stop that deep ball that Godwin got the Buffaloes on a couple of times. So Trenton Greer has pinned the ball back. Once again, Buffalo roll call. Let us know where you're listening from. Cameron Green, my brother, is tuning in as well. Caleb Saboni tuning in. Casey Knock tuning in as well. Thank you all for listening to McAlester Buffalo football. Or watching. Well, both. I guess you have to listen if you're watching as well. Greer back at his own 35-yard line, getting ready to kick it away for the Buffaloes. Man moves out to the far side. Looks like that's Jordan Clark. Here's the kick. It's a squib kick at the middle. It'll be taken at the 21-yard line, and this is where they're going to move it up. And he's got some lanes to the 45-yard line, to the 50-yard line, into McAlester territory, and knocked out of bounds in McAlester territory, I believe inside the 40-yard line. Is that Adama on the return? Yep. Braylon Adama on the return. If you're looking at Adama and what he's done so far this year coming into this game, 6 attempts for 29.5 yards per return. He has 49 as his longest return so far this year. I think he might have broke that. It's pretty close. I think he got right at the 49-yard mark. So inside the 40-yard line, Eagles with excellent field position already at the McAlester 39-yard line, just starting off the second half. Buffaloes trail 14-13. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Here's the snap. Handoff Adama. Adama right up the middle. Lost the ball. It's on the deck. The Eagles are going to pick this one up, and they could have even tried to score if he would have grabbed it earlier. Coming up with it, and what just another stroke of luck there for the Eagles. Number 10, Josiah Burris, picked it up and then moved it even further. The Buffaloes had a chance to be able to get a turnover, but Burris won the foot race, grabbed a loose ball, and picked it up on the edge of the red zone at the 21-yard line. Just bad luck. Ball on the right hash at the McAlester 21-yard line. 1st and 10, 11:44 left to go in the third. Snap, handoff, Adama again. This time, Adama, no lanes to go through. No gain on the carry. 2nd down and 10 upcoming. That strong defensive line closing up the gaps. Jaden Shumway there, Garrett Shumway. Right now, those are the only 2 linemen that I really see that are on the line of scrimmage. Malachi Rice over on the edge as well, so he's working as a defensive end right here. 2nd down, and they're going to say 11 as he lost a yard. Handoff Adama again, and we have a flag. This one's going to be a false start.
Yeah, that was a false start on KJ Thomas. He was nowhere near being set. They're going to actually maybe call an illegal movement, actually. He's wanting to know why they snapped the ball because he was still looking at him. He wasn't even set for the play.
Yep, false start on the offense. That is on Thomas. Kenigel Thomas. He has the lone touchdown reception for the Eagles tonight. 11-11 left to go in the third quarter. Make a wish, and my wish is for a Buffalo win here tonight. 14-13. I'm biased. Again, we're McAlester broadcasters. Apologies to those tuning in, trying to have a neutral broadcast. We're the voice of the Buffaloes here in the booth tonight. Ball is at the 27-yard line. Ball favoring the right hash. So that'll make it 2nd down and 16. Once again, Godwin will be in the gun. They're going to put a tight end on the left side, and that is Jaden Foreman, the Oklahoma State commit. Here's the snap. Quick pass right side out into the flat. One-handed grab, and he'll go out of bounds at about the 26-yard line. So not much on that pass. I think he only got about a yard, and that'll bring up 3rd down and long. Yeah, 3rd down and 15 upcoming. The Black Death defense chanting over there on the far sideline. McAllister's band starting to tune it back up here. Big 3rd and 15 upcoming on the opening drive of the second half for the Del City Eagles, leading the Buffs by 1. Trips left from the McAlester 25. Godwin back to pass. He looks up the middle. He has nowhere to go. He stumbles and falls. He got sacked by himself. Back at the 33-yard line, the pressure by McAlester just surrounding him. He had nowhere to go. He's trying to go around one of the tackles, but again, McAlester created a good bubble, and we're able to stop him as that will go down as a 5-yard loss. 4th and 20, but you're in no man's land. They're going to go for it on 4th and 20. There's no reason not to if you're an Eagle fan.
Great play right there on the back end by the Buffalo defense. Forces Godwin to step up. He steps on his own foot, tries to avoid as the pocket collapses to bounce out, sacks himself.
Empty backfield, 5 wide. Godwin looking downfield, no one to throw it to, throws it late, and it's intercepted! The Buffaloes get a turnover working down the near side. It's Braden Bumpus. We got some flags, but it will still be an interception for the Buffaloes. We'll see what the flag is. It's going to be on the return, and it's more than likely going to be on McAlester. The flag's at the 27-yard line. Braden Bumpus gets his first pick of the season, I believe his first in his varsity career with the Buffaloes. And we'll see exactly what the penalty was.
That defensive front right there for McAlester crashes in, collapses the pocket, forces Godwin to step up. Godwin makes an ill-advised rush throw that he didn't want to make, throws the interception right to Bumpus.
Blocking the back on the return. That's the second time this year that we've seen an interception by McAlester, and as they're going the other side, you get a block on the back. That happened also in the Broken Bow game, I believe, in week 0. That took away a pick 6 by Chaz Bradley.
A block in the back right there is crucial, but also the way that block in the back happened, it actually really happened at a bang-bang. McAlester was trying to figure out that they had the football and turned around, and he hit a guy in the back. You can't do that. It was an accidental block in the back, but still you got to be aware of your surroundings.
So that will move it inside the 20-yard line at the 16. I don't think that's a spot foul. That's just a straight penalty, as it was thrown around the 29-yard line, and they moved him back. Actually, it was the 31-yard line, and they moved him back 15 yards to the 16. So the ball's going to be on the near hash. McAlester will have to drive this one 84 yards to score. 10-13 left to go in the third quarter. McAlester has not led in this game. They have that 14-0 deficit, and since then, McAllister's defense has been stout. Chris tuning in saying, doing great, fellas. Keep up the energy. J.R. Jewell says tuned in on YouTube as well. Rodney Stinchcomb, Charlie once again, Brent, Boatwright, Randy Patterson, Buffalo football alumni. Thank you all for tuning in. Snap, handoff, Bumpus. That's Blaze Baugh as he makes his way between the right tackle, Perkins, and the right guard, Connor Fields, for a little gain. Gain of 2, 2nd down and 8. Again, the Buffaloes had nearly 5 yards of rush in the first half. Actually going to go down as a gain of 3 for 2nd down and 7. Eagles defense giving up 11.8 points per game so far this year, but 34 of their 47 points they gave up were to the 6A2 third-ranked Choctaw Yellow Jackets in week 0. 9:33 left to go in the third quarter.
You know what that means, partner? That means this defense is well-oiled, and they are alert and know what they're supposed to be doing.
Empty backfield. McCarty is the QB. He'll take the snap and work to the opposite side of his wide receivers. Looking for a gap. We lost the ball again. It's on the turf. Del City thinks they have it, and they do. Another fumble by the Buffaloes, this one by Eric McCarty, and the Eagles are going to have short field position. Turnovers deep in their own territory have really burdened the McAlester Buffaloes, and the Eagles have a chance to once again score. A really troublesome stat for McAlester as they have had 6 turnovers in the last 2 weeks. That's their 10th of the season. That'll put the ball at the 22-yard line on the left hash. Eagles already just 2 yards away from the red zone.
Not only that, but the Eagles are already well inside field goal range. This is going to be a big ask right here for the Black Death defense to stand up.
2 receivers right, tight end left. Godwin the snap. Quick pass right side on a little curl route. Caught at the 16-yard line from behind, making the tackle. Looks like Bumpus. And they'll get into the red zone. That's a gain of 8 to bring up 2nd down and 2 from the 14-yard line. Eagles with the ball. 8:50 left to go here in the third.
Nice pitch and catch right there from Godwin. He finds his receiver in the flat, gets it to him quick. He realizes that pocket is collapsing with this Buffalo front, so he fires one out real quick to the flats.
Snap, handoff Adama. Adama can't go anywhere, and he's slammed down by the Buffalo front 7 for a loss of 1.
Third down from the 15.
So 3rd and 3 upcoming from the 15-yard line. Like you said, though, they are in field goal range. They are 0 for 1 so far tonight. Attempted one from, I believe that was 26 yards out, hit the left upright. Trying to get McAlester to go off sides. They did not jump.
Buffalo showing pressure.
2 receivers left, 1 right. Watch out for the tight end on the right side of the line here.
This is getting pretty late. They might end up calling a timeout. They only got 6 seconds to snap the ball.
In the gun, Adama to the left of Godwin. 3 to snap it. 2, they get it off in time. Keeper, Godwin, first down and more. Past the 10-yard line. He's dragging a defender inside the 10, down to about the 9, as that's where the pile is going to be stood up at. Buffaloes can't get the stop on 3rd and 3 as they get out to the 10-yard line. First down for the Eagles.
Eric McCarty wraps up the leg of Godwin, doesn't let him move. Will Spears, the rest of the herd of the Buffalo defense, gets there. And I saw Will Spears. If you've seen Will Spears on the video punching, he was punching at that football, trying to knock it loose, get McAlester a turnover. Great testament right there of the strength of Godwin to hold on to it.
First and goal from the 10, handoff Adama. Adama, once again, nowhere to go. I believe, is that Pfeiffer Mitchell, the first one there? Or is that Will Spears? I believe that's Will Spears. Yeah, Will Spears got into the backfield and was able to grab Adama. No gain on the carry, second and goal from the 10.
A lot of the success coming from the Eagle offense so far is being those quick pitch and catches, getting out there into the flat, using that speed to open it up. Because if they're trying to run up through the tackles, this interior front 7 of the Buffalo defense is just cracking down here on the Eagles so far.
Loading up the line. Here's the snap. Handoff Adama again. Adama tripped up at the line. And once again, not much there. If he's lucky, a gain of 1, that's what they're going to give him. 3rd and goal from the 9 upcoming. Pivotal 3rd down once again coming up for the Black Death defense, who's been on the field for the majority of the 3rd quarter so far. McAlester has only had the ball for, 2 plays?
2 plays to be exact.
Late substitution coming in. That's Braden Bumpus coming in. Looks like we're going to have a timeout. We'll take it right here on KNED.
We're celebrating 40 years of being a Nissan dealership here at Fenton Nissan of McAlester, and we're proud to be one of the oldest in the nation.
We're honored to serve our local communities and look forward to serving you in the years to come.
Come meet our friendly staff and see why we are the best deal dealer.
Buy any vehicle this month and get entered to win 2 OU or OSU football tickets.
And don't forget to tell them Maddie sent you.
Fenton Nissan is your best deal dealer.
Learn more at fentonnissan.com.
No timeout used there. We just had a stoppage. So no timeout used by either team. We don't have the timeouts back on the scoreboard, so I don't know if one would have been used or not. But that was just 30 seconds, so I don't think a timeout was used. 3rd and goal from the 9 for the Eagles, leading by 1 with 6:19 left to go in the 3rd quarter. And they get McAlester to jump off sides. Garrett Shump, actually a couple guys to jump off sides. McAllister's pointing over towards the right side of the line saying, hey, I think he moved first. But they're not going to go for that. Yeah, I thought on first glance they moved on the right side of the line because McAlester jumped. And again, if you move because they already entered past the line of scrimmage, that's fine.
That's the offsides on the defense.
Yep.
If you move after that.
So, yeah, they said the right side of the line moved, but it was after McAlester jumped off sides.
Real late substitution right here.
Couple of substitutions.
Braden Bumpus runs off.
McAlester moving around a lot right now.
Trying to get the right personnel in. They got 3rd down and goal here on the 4-yard line. They got to get the right personnel in here.
3rd and goal from the 4. Snap, Godwin, and we might be going 5 yards backwards. Did we call timeout first? Timeout called. We'll take it right here on KNED.
Best Western Inn and American Lodge and Suites in McAlester are both locally owned and operated, and both offer clean, comfortable rooms at a great price, of course. Best Western Inn and American are proud sponsors of the 2022 football season, wishing the best of luck to all the players and coaches. And remember, when you need a clean, comfortable room at a great price, think Best Western Inn and American and Suites, both located on the 69 bypass
Hey guys,
in
it's Sam
McAlester.
from Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in beautiful McAlester. If you're looking for a truck and you want to save a buck, then you're in luck. It's time for a new Ford truck. If you're wanting it for fun in the sun, work, or play, today is your lucky day. Like I said, today is the day, so don't delay. Get off your seat and try the truck that won't be beat. So come on down to Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in beautiful McAlester and let us make it happen for you.
Going somewhere starts here.
Third and goal from the 4 for the Del City Eagles with 6:12 remaining in the third quarter. Del City used their first timeout of 3 in the second half. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Big play coming up here. Man in motion. That's Burris. The snap. Back to pass. Godwin. Godwin under pressure. Steps up. Has 1 man to beat. Can't beat him. He's going to be sacked for a loss. Sacked for a loss of 2. And that brings up 4th down and goal. Can the defense come up clutch again? Again, they don't show any. Well, now they bring out some more people, and here comes Stanley Johnson. Field goal unit coming out. So far, Johnson 0 for 1. He attempted a 26-yard field goal earlier. This one would be a 23-yarder, but this one's right between the hash marks, so it's pretty much just a little bit off to the right, a PAT. Snap, hold, kick is up, and it is good. Still a one-score game. Eagles lead 17-13 over the Buffaloes with 5:24 left to go in the third on KNED.
Vickers Power Sports. Drop by and check out our selection of Can-Am, Polaris, and Kawasaki side-by-sides and ATVs in stock. Vickers Power Sports also offers a 45-minute express lube and filter service. Plus, we carry a full line of parts and accessories like sound bars, roofs, windshields, and more, all in stock. Vickers Power Sports. Call us at 918-423-3306 or go to vickerspowersports.com. Since 1952, W.E. Alford Propane has been your source for propane, both residential and commercial. W.E. Alford Propane serves most of eastern and southeastern Oklahoma, with locations locally in McAlester, Bache, and Wilburton, elsewhere in Stigler, Porham, Shakota, Longtown, Muskogee, and more. If you need propane, there's only one number to call. That's 918-423-3121. W.E. Alford Propane, serving the area for 70 years. Now that's saying something.
$5:24 remaining in the third quarter in this heavyweight fight between the two top teams in Class 5A. 17-13, Del City leads your McAlester Buffaloes. Stanley Johnson points right, points left, makes his approach, and we're back underway. This one's going to be kicked deep, end over end kick, but returnable. Bradley will take it at the 6-yard line. Bradley works his way to the right, works his way to the left, weaves through traffic, past the 20-yard line to about the 22. And that is where the Buffaloes are going to start this drive. Phillip, we got a drive summary for the Eagles.
That was a 6-play, 22-yard drive that took 3 minutes and 47 seconds off the clock, and it was capped off with a 23-yard field goal by Stanley Johnson. And that drive summary is brought to you by Bishop's Funeral Service, who is a full-service establishment that offers a wide range of services, and they love these McAlester Buffaloes.
10 points off turnovers tonight for the Del City Eagles. McAlster's had one turnover, that interception by Braden Bumpus, but they weren't able to do anything with it. McAlester has turned the ball over twice inside their own 30-yard line. They're wanting to change their misfortunes in that aspect right here. 17-13. McAlester, or rather Del City, has played 3 top 5 teams, 2 in 6A2, and now here 1 in 5A. And in those 3 games, they are winning the turnover battle 7-1. In the gun, 2 receivers left. H-back right, the snap. And there's a broken play. Lesnell tried to make the most out of it, and he does. He works around a man to the 25-yard line, gets the corner to the 30, to the 35-yard line, and runs out of bounds. That one was supposed to be something different than what it was, but he gets the first down. That first down brought to you by Sean Wilkerson with Whitetail Properties. When you're looking to sell your ranch, timber, or recreational land or rural home, call Sean Wilkerson at 918-284-1233, and we have a Del City Eagle down. We'll take a injury timeout, and hopefully that young man's okay right here on KNED.
McAlester Pepsi has got what you need. From food service to vending or just plain customer service, McAlester Pepsi can hook you up with all of your beverage needs. We are not your typical soda company. McAlester Pepsi is the total beverage provider, from water to energy teas, juice, and soda, and so much more. Visit us at McAllisterPepsi.com or give us a call, 918-423-2360. McAlester Pepsi, proud sponsor of the 2022 football season.
It was Ryan Mukes for the Del City Eagles that was down, but he got back up pretty quickly. He's kind of being helped out off the field a little bit by some coaches there for Del City. And hopefully he's okay, but it looks like he's in a lot of pain. They get a player to help him out to the near sideline. McAlester got a first down on a scramble by Caden Luss. Now, what did you see on that play?
Busted play up front. Looked like it was supposed to be a jet sweep. Nobody came across. Luss now seen it. Got upfield. Used the blocking of Chaz Bradley. Chaz Bradley was able to get upfield, drive that cornerback upfield, and allow Lussnow to slide out the edge. Great heads-up play right there by Caden Lussnow.
So the Buffaloes will have the ball down 17-13 with 5:09 remaining in the third quarter. Ball's going to be at the, looks like 37-yard line on their side of the 50. Ball in the near hash.
The injured Eagle was actually 54, Quaylen Goodman.
54. All right, yeah, that'd be Quaylen Goodman.
They're rolling what looks to be his hamstring in top of his calf. So we'll see if that was just a cramp. Hopefully it's nothing serious for this young man. As now we have the officials talking with the Buffalo offense.
I wouldn't know what for.
And now the head official's walking over.
Les now is pointing over towards, I think, the play clock. Wonder if there's maybe a play clock malfunction. He was pointing, but I would say that he's pointing over to the south end zone. And in the south end zone, that's where the play clock looks like it's running fine. And it looks like the game clock is as well, although the game clock is stopped. In the gun, 1st and 10. Les now takes a snap, rolls right, passes it off. It'll be caught. Is it by Lance or Lauerman?
It looks like number 4.
That's Carter Lance. He gets it out to the 43-yard line. Good gain of about 5 yards to bring up 2nd down and 5. That's Lance's 4th grab on the year. His last game that he caught passes, he caught 3 of them, I believe, all against Scotlandville. 2 of them went for touchdowns.
Great design sprint out right there by Les now. Finds Carter Lance in the flat. That's exactly what the Eagle offense has been doing. But instead, he's been quick throwing him in the flats. Les now sprints out, gets to his receiver in the flats for a pickup of 6.
Ball left side of Lance. Or excuse me, Lesson. Is that Stone? No, it's Stone. Stone just running over people past the 45-yard line near the first down marker, and the ball came out again. Del City thinks they have it. There's still a fight for it. Someone pushed a Buffalo past the pile. Clock is going to continue to run, so it was recovered by McAlester. He didn't get the first down, but that was nearly a 3rd turnover of the game for the Buffaloes. So 3rd down and 2 upcoming for the Buffs. 4:06 remaining in the 3rd.
Sometimes it's rather to be lucky than good. It would have been good to get the first down, but you're extremely lucky that you didn't have another turnover and the ball bounced right there back to the Buffaloes.
That is one thing, if anything, Coach Mazey preached in Coffee with the Coach yesterday morning. They can't turn the ball over and give Del City second chance opportunities. Under center, McCarty gets the ball right side, 1st down. He'll power his way to the 50-yard line. That'll move the chains for the black and gold. 3:41. The clock will stop momentarily while they move the chains. Buffalo's trailing 17-13. Looking to keep on driving on this tough defense. Again, in my opinion, you're looking at the top 2 defenses in Class 5A.
Oh, without a shadow of a doubt. You know, the Black Death defense pitching back-to-back shutouts. This Del City team only averaging 11 points a game. And McAlester, I want to say, very close to 11 points a game as well.
Actually, right at 11. So, yeah.
I mean, 2 of the best defenses across the entire state of Oklahoma, and they're going at it right now, throwing everything they have at each other.
Their offense is not too shabby either, so that's a testament to how well they're playing. Tight end left. Snap. Les now rolling right. He's in trouble. He's sacked. He got away from a man momentarily, but then he was tripped up and tackled at his own 44-yard line. I believe coming in there was that it was either Tavon Johnson or Jay-Sean McAlester. I saw the 2 on the right side of his jersey. Yep. Jay-Sean McAlester. That's his 4th sack of the year, leading the team in that category, and the Buffaloes are behind the sticks again. That's a loss of 6, 2nd and 16 upcoming, and Les now is so close to evading that sack.
Well, that's the same play that McAllister's ran earlier. It was the play action spin out right there by Les now. It worked twice and went for the touchdown actually on the wheel route to McCarty. That time the Eagles read it right, hit the spin out, and when he hit Les now mid-spin, and Les now wasn't able to keep his feet underneath him.
2nd and 16, 2 receivers each side. Les now in the gun. Baugh to the left of him. That's a snap. No, that's McCarty. McCarty gets a snap, and he works past the 45, but he can't get much after that. Gain of only 2. 3rd down and long upcoming for the Buffaloes. This has felt like a chess match, hasn't it?
Absolutely. You're trying to figure out what works because big plays are not working. Going downfield like McAlester likes to do to guys like Jaden Chaney, Jackson Lyerman, Carter Lance. Not really been there all night. Testament to the back end of the Eagles. The Eagles like to go downfield to Nigel Thomas and guys like that. The Black Death defense keeping those guys in front of them, not allowing that to happen.
3rd and 15. Les now the snap. Just going to give it off to McCarty, and McCarty, once again, can't go anywhere. Met at the line of scrimmage. That'll bring 4th down and long, and the Buffs are going to have to punt this ball away.
Just punt it, play good defense. You're playing good defense. You're only down 4. There's still a lot of football left to be played. The way that this game is played, the way that this game feels, though, it still feels like there's an eternity left. Right now, Coach Mazey and the staff is deciding that we're going to trust our defense, try to pin them deep on here on this punt.
Les now standing back at his own 36-yard line. Snap. They're going to fake it. Passing over the middle. He was held. That should be pass interference. He was held around the 45-yard line as he was trying to break down the seam, and that'll be a turnover on downs. That was Owen Russell? That was running down the middle of the field?
I believe that was Owen Russell.
He was held. His left arm was held, and that's what Russell's trying to say as he's pleading his case to his team. I was grabbed by the left arm.
I mean, that was
He's even fixing his shoulder over here on the right side because of where he was held.
That was about as blatant as it can be right in front of the referee. Didn't get a call.
Yeah.
Sometimes you don't get them on. Sometimes you don't get them. That was a time misfortunate. McAlester didn't get it, but if that would have been called or caught, he probably would have scored if it was caught.
57 seconds left to go in the third. Snap, keeper by Godwin. Godwin breaks it to the left, gets good yardage, and he's spun down at the McAlester 42-yard line. And that'll be a gain of 4 to bring up 2nd down and 6. 44 seconds left to go here in the third quarter.
Designed RPO right there. Godwin reads it right. You have the defensive tackle. Garrett Shumway just kind of crashes in. Instead of staying home, those read option plays, you got to know where your read is. If the tackle leaves you, stay where you're at because that might mean that a screen's coming at you or a read option's coming at you in the lap. He just followed in, took the bite on the handoff. Godwin read it perfectly, picks up 4 yards, gives himself second and manageable.
Play clock turned off. Well, not turned off, but it's at 40 right now. So they don't need to snap it if they don't have to, but they will. Snap, hand off over to Green. Green in the backfield, but he's going to bounce it out now after he was stood up to the 35-yard line, to the 30 for a first down and knocked out of bounds with zeros on the clock. And it's going to be great field position for the Dell City Eagles when we start the fourth quarter, but put those 4s up in the air, Buff fans. McAlester trailing 17-13 as we go to the fourth quarter right here on K.
For more than 50 years, First Realty has helped the residents of McAlester and the surrounding area with their real estate needs. Whether residential or commercial, First Realty will guide you through the process of buying or selling your home or business. You can view our property inventory online at first-realty.net. And if you're into pickleball, the Pickle Palace is open. For membership information, call 918-424-3720 or go to picklepalaceok.com. At Compass Capital Management, you'll receive confidence in your financial security as we provide direction, clarity, and vision for your future. Go to CompassCapitalMGT.com. Registered principal securities offered through Cambridge Investment Research Incorporated, a broker-dealer, member FINRA, SIPC. Jimmy J. Williams is an investment advisor representative of Compass Capital Management, LLC, a registered investment advisor. Cambridge and Compass Capital Management, LLC are not affiliated. 321 South 3rd, Suite 4, McAlester, Oklahoma, 74501.
CryoShock McAlester will help you with athletic performance and recovery. Whole body cryotherapy causes inhibition of inflammation, which results in a reduction of pain and swelling. WBC is the natural and safe way to prevent or eliminate joint pain associated with the following: rheumatoid and osteoarthritis, muscle sprain and strain, sports injuries, and repetitive motion injury. Make cryotherapy part of your wellness regimen. Fast and convenient for rapid recovery of injuries. CryoShock McAlester, 405 East Chickasaw, Suite C, McAlester.
12 minutes. 12 minutes to decide who is number one. Right now, the Del City Eagles have the advantage. They've been leading all game. They lead 17-13, and they have the ball at the McAlester 27-yard line on the right hash. Trips left. In the gun, Godwin for first down and 10 for the Eagles. McAlester showing pressure. They back off. Godwin under pressure. He'll step up and run to the 25-yard line, to the left, inside the red zone to the 20. He's tackled inside the 15. By the way, Lance Stone was kind of injured as we ended the third quarter. He got back up on his own power. He kind of had to limp his way over to the far side, but it looks like he's probably going to be okay. Ball's at the 15-yard line, left hash. After the scramble by Godwin. Godwin came into the game, by the way, rushing 15 times for 123 yards and a touchdown.
Yeah, right there, just testament. On the back end, you got it locked up. You got to keep a spy on him with a guy that is that agile and knows what he's doing.
Godwin hands the ball off to Adama. Adama, not much going on there. Gain of about 1, possibly 2. Second down and long upcoming. 11-13 left to go here in the game.
Hard play up the middle by Adama. Nothing's working right now for this Del City offense when it goes up the middle when it's Adama, but they're getting success running the football, but it's quarterback scrambles because they're dropping everybody out. They're respecting the athleticism and the talent of these Del City receivers. Opens up that middle because you're having to lock onto these guys crossing in the middle of the field, takes away their spy.
Empty backfield, 5 wide, 2nd and 8. Godwin under pressure, going to roll right again. He can run it if he wants to. Passes instead to the end zone, and did they make the catch? No, it came loose. It's incomplete. The catch was made at first, but Ethan Watkins, I believe, came in at the very end, pushed the Del City Eagle receiver, and the ball was not controlled throughout the catch. Saving a touchdown, a huge touchdown for the McAlester defense.
And look who is back on the field. Stone Cold himself. Lance Stone makes it back onto the field. You wasn't going to keep him down for long.
Looked like it was an ankle thing, but he's right back in there. At middle linebacker, 10:32 left to go in the game. Big 3rd down and 8 upcoming for the Eagles. Empty backfield. Looks like they're going to go 5 wide again, but put 4 receivers on the right side. Left hash, the play clock has not started running at all.
It should have been running for a while. It still hasn't started.
Snap, Godwin, back to pass, looking middle, looking one man all the way. Now he has to go to his next read. He's going to step up and run instead to the 10-yard line, and he's going to be tackled from behind. He won't get the first down.
Got a hold.
Coming in was Malachi Rice. That's only a gain of about 5. He needed about 3 more. There will be a hold, as Phillip said. But that's on the offense, I believe, right?
Oh, yeah, that's offensive holding all the way.
Again, I was just following Godwin.
Maisie has declined it.
I would decline too.
To decline it.
Because they'll bring up 4th down. You need to make a 4th down stop, or you can hold them to a field goal, and if they go for a field goal, it's still a 1-possession game, even if they hit it. So they got to the 14-yard line. I say he got 5. He really didn't get that much at all. He only got 1 on the carry. It just looked like a lot more than that. So they're going to bring out Godwin.
You mean Johnson?
No, Johnson, but Godwin's also the holder. So Godwin's the holder, so Johnson's going to attempt this one. This is his longest attempt of the day. This is a
30.5 yarder, maybe a 31.
31-yarder from the left hash. The snap is up. The kick is up. It is through the uprights, and it's still a one-score game, though. 20 to 13 is our score. 10-12 left to go in the game. Eagles lead right here on KNED.
KC Farm Machinery in McAlester is having an end-of-season sale on all 2022 Gravely commercial zero-turn mowers. We carry Gravely zero-turns from 42 up to 60-inch cuts. The 2023s are coming soon, so now's the time to take advantage of the discounts available on all 2022 Gravely zero-turn models. There's no better time to get that new Gravely commercial zero-turn. Your local independent Gravely dealer in McAlester is KC Farm Machinery, right next to the McAlester Union Stockyards.
Welcome to Allstate, where DriveWise and the Allstate mobile app gives you personalized driving feedback. And by adding it to your policy, you can save for driving safe. Allstate. Here, better protection costs a whole lot less. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Contact McAlester Allstate agent Lyle Whitworth for a quote today.
Not available in every state. Savings based on DriveWise and other safe driving discounts. Savings vary. Subject to terms and conditions. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Welcome back to Del City, Oklahoma. It's a one-score game with 10-12 remaining in it, as Stanley Johnson, who just kicked a field goal, is about ready to kick it away to the Buffs, and he will. A high arching end-over-end kick that'll be returned by Baugh. He's already took one back for a touchdown today. This time it doesn't look like he will unless he gets some luck, but he's going to try to bounce it to the far side. If he can get the corner, maybe, he won't. Tackled at the 12-yard line, and McAllister's going to have to take this one a long way to try to tie it up. Phillip, we have a drive summary.
That was a 7-play, 54-yard drive that took 2 minutes and 45 seconds off the clock. Actually, 54-yard drive. And it was capped off with that 31-yard field goal by Stanley Johnson. That's your drive summary brought to you by Bishop's Funeral Service. They are a full-service establishment that offers a wide range of services, and they love these McAlester Buffaloes. And I'll say, ladies and gentlemen, these Buffaloes give them a lot to love, just like they give us a lot to love.
They have fought really hard in this one. Did we have a penalty? We did at the end of the play at the 13-yard line. Again, that's at the very furthest part of the field. I believe it's going to be after the play was over. We're still waiting.
One official was walking it back when the white hats were waiting to make the call.
Unsportsmanlike conduct on the offense. McAlester with just bad penalties in this one. So that's going to put him half the distance to the goal, and this drive will start at the 6-yard line. McAlester likes to play with a chip on their shoulder. It does give them a little bit of an edge. But right now, you can't be able to let those turn into penalties. McAlester has also lost the turnover battle tonight. 2-1. They fumbled the third time but was able to jump back on it. And they have had a hard time moving the ball since their first official scoring drive. They get around the 50-yard line often, and then they'll stall out right around there. In the gun will be, looks like McCarty to the right side of Les now. Here's that ball. Here's the snap. It's McCarty. They're going to pass, trying to go deep, one-on-one, going for Bradley. Bradley makes the catch, and we have a flag coming in late at the 30-yard line. That'll be a first down. We'll see what the flag is. Flag came in incredibly late. It's going to be a pass interference on the defense. This one will be declined.
Decline it, take the 23-yard pickup.
That first down brought to you by Sean Wilkerson with Whitetail Properties. When you're looking to sell your ranch, timber, or recreational land or a rural home, call Sean Wilkerson with Whitetail Properties at 918-284-1233. It was a little bit underthrown there by Les now, but it allowed Bradley to go up, look at the ball, come back to it, make the catch. And he didn't get much further than that, but they will decline the penalty, and they'll have the ball at the 29-yard line. So they go deep for Bradley. They get it out to the 29, and that gets them away from the end zone.
Get you some breathing room on that 23-yard pickup.
Ball in the near hash. Here's the snap. Handoff McCarty off the left side. Turns on the Jets, and he'll cut it up to the 35-yard line. Good gain of about 9.5. Right next to the sticks. And second down and one upcoming.
Now you see the Buffaloes are starting to churn. They've hit them in the gut. They've had some body blows right there. Good chunk. Puts them right back in that second and manageable, what we were talking about in the first half. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 yards of carry. And McAlester picks up 9 right there on the carry by McCarty.
Two receivers right, H-back and tight end left. Snap, handoff. McCarty this time right up the gut. He's got the first down, but we have a flag. That'll be a gain of about 2. We'll see what the penalty is. I thought I saw the near ref point to the right side, but again, I looked at it late. We'll see what it is. I didn't see any early movement. Only one official saw anything. The other officials are saying we're ready to go. He threw the flag over here on the near side. Dell City's coaches, I believe that is Robert Jones right there, head coach for the Eagles, wondering what's going on. Coach Mazey's wondering what's going on. Illegal shift. And that will negate the first down by the Buffs.
That will take 2nd and 9, and that's going to put it at second. That'll take the 2nd and 9, put you at a
2nd and 6.
2nd and 6, yeah, because you had 2nd and 1. I'm sorry.
You're all good.
I saw the 9 on the time, and for some reason I was thinking 2nd and 9.
Hey, how many times have I said, like, instead of a 50-0 game, it's a 12-0 game? I totally get you there. Ball is at the 33-yard line of McAlester, so 2nd down and 6. And they're going to work Dozer here. Man in motion. Rice, here's the snap. McCarty left side. And that's not what you wanted if you were the Buffaloes. You didn't want to be gobbled up in the backfield. No lanes opened up, and McCarty was able to get about a gain of 2 out of it. So now you're looking at 3rd down and medium-ish instead of the 1st down that you had a couple of plays ago before the illegal shift.
That's going to be bring up 3rd down and 4. This is manageable right here. You had a 23-yard pickup just a second ago through the air. You had the 9-yard run by McCarty. It's more than doable right here by McAlester. Looks like they might stay Dozer. I don't know. Lance Stone's coming out.
Stone could play quarterback or H-back.
And Stone is out there with McCarty and Malachi Rice, so looks like we might have a sugar rush to the line.
Here we go. It's going to be McCarty. Once again, Dozer package. 3rd and 4. Got to get to the 39-yard line. Man in motion. There's Rice. The snap. McCarty up the middle. 1st down as he lowers his shoulder and powers his way past the 40-yard line. Move the chains that keeps the drive alive for the black and gold.
He might have long hair and tan skin and look like a surfer from the West Coast, but he is one hard, tough, physical runner from Southeast Oklahoma.
To the 41-yard line. Can the Buffaloes come up with a big drive? They're down by 7, 20-13, under 8 minutes left to go in the game. Drive of the season so far for the Buffaloes. Stone on the right side of the line is an H-back. 2 receivers right. The snap. Handoff once again to McCarty. McCarty's met at the line. Tackled by Foreman. A loss of 1.
This Dell City defensive front is getting tired of being on the field, so they're starting to crash these gaps hard. You can see McCarty tried to push Stone into the gap. Didn't matter. Dell City using their physicality and strength crashes it hard. Gets the McAlester Buffaloes for a loss of 1 on the play.
Yeah, the play clock is gone. They're not running it. So the play clock is not running now, so it's going to go off of the official.
So you have got to be paying attention to the back judge, and even the referee behind you. They're going to be sitting there to signal whenever the time gets down about 10 seconds.
2nd and 7. Dell City brings pressure. Les now is pressured. Rolls right. Looks downfield. He's got to get rid of it. He doesn't throw the ball. He'll be sacked back at the 25-yard line. He got out of the pocket. He would have had to throw it a little ways. But he takes the sack, and that is a massive one. Braden Adama up with the sack from the safety spot. Back to the 26-yard line, and they got to get to the 41.
They ran a play action right there. They ran a play action, which also looked like it might have been.
Oh, no. They got to get to the 49-yard line on the other side of the 50. It is 3rd and 25.
Yeah.
That's a loss of 14 yards. Just a back-breaking sack there. And we're going to have timeout called. We'll take it right here on KNED.
Caring Hands Healthcare Centers offers high-quality, affordable care with locations in McAlester and Hartshorn. Caring Hands provides easy access to health care at reduced costs, medical, dental, behavioral health, and substance abuse services. We accept Medicare, Medicaid, and commercial insurance, and offer reduced pricing for patients that are underinsured or not insured based on income. We offer transportation and a 340B discount pharmacy program. Caring Hands Healthcare Centers. For more information, call 918-426-2442. Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram is now under new management, and they're ready to deal. At Patriot, we continue to offer the widest selection of high-quality, low-mileage vehicles and affordable financing tailored to your needs. Our extended warranties and protection plans will have you driving to the game with a smile. Speaking of football, Patriot is proud to sponsor the 2022 football season. Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram on the 69 bypass right next to the mall.
For more information, Rose State College, going somewhere starts here.
Welcome back to Robert Kalsu Stadium here in Del City, Oklahoma. The ball is at the 26-yard line, third and a long way to go. Third and 25 for the Buffaloes. Two receivers each side. Les now takes the snap, back to pass, rushing the edge. He'll step up in the pocket. He'll be chased. He's going to run the ball. He throws it away late, but he's well past the line of scrimmage. He was 4 yards past the line of scrimmage.
Eagles going to decline this one because it's going to be 4th and 25. There ain't no reason to accept it and back them up 5 yards.
Unless you do, if you're just trying to get yourself better field position, because if you do back them up 5 yards, it's 4th and 30, and they got to do even more. But like you said, you're risking McAlester getting some yardage too on another third down attempt. I would decline it, but that would be the other line of thinking.
Punt team started to run out on the field. Coach Mazey brought them back. Now we're waiting on the official decision.
Yep, they're gonna take it. Oh no, it also results in a loss of down. So it brings up 4th down. No, they do decline it. Okay. I never saw their official signal decline. 5:55 left to go here in the game, and the Buffaloes are going to have to punt the ball away, and they need a stop by their defense.
Going to have to get a good roll right here because you don't want Del City to have a short field, only with them being up 7 points.
Waiting for the snap. There it is. They're going to go for it again. Now they're going to punt it. Okay, he looked to pass, now he punts it late. This one will be grabbed to the 41-yard line, and he'll work his way past the 50, past the 45, past the 40. One man to beat to the 30-yard line, to the 25, and he's tackled out of bounds around the 22-yard line on an excellent return by Braylon Adama. If you're looking at who has been one of the players of the game, it has been Braylon Adama. He's got it done in special teams. He's got it done on offense. He had the 15-yard sack to move McAlester backwards. He's the 5'9", 160 junior from Del City. And that puts the ball at the 22-yard line of McAlester. Again, you're right next to field goal range, if not already in it. You've had Stanley Johnson hit a 36-yarder this year. He had a 31-yarder earlier and a 26-yarder. This one will be 37 if they didn't get any yards. They're having it at the 20-yard line of McAlester. And if Johnson were to hit or any points were scored in this drive, it is a two-possession game.
Right here for the Buffaloes, you have got to be smart. Try to get a sack, try to get a turnover, but more importantly, just try to keep the Eagles out of the end zone.
Godwin looking. Here's a snap. Hand off Adama. Adama up the middle. He doesn't have very far to go. Defensive line once again working well. Linebackers coming there quickly. Gain of 2, 2nd down and 8. 5:23 left to go in the game.
Will Spears got there up the middle. He delivered that first blow, held on to Adama, let the rest of the herd of the Buffaloes get there. And now the Eagles are going to go clock management. Up the middle, even though it was only a 2-yard pickup, let's signal the play in slowly. We have 40 seconds on the play clock, and let's let this clock eat, and let's try to keep that Buffalo offense off the field.
That's the Eagles' mentality. Under 5 minutes left to go in the game. Del City from the red zone. 2nd and 8. Ball on the right hash, left side of the field. Godwin tries to get the defense to jump off sides. McAlester showing pressure. Here they come. Handoff. Adama broke through. He tripped up, or he could have gone right up the middle for a touchdown, but instead he gets the first down. This will be 1st and goal from inside the 10-yard line. I'm not going to say anything's impossible. McAlester has, what is that, one timeout remaining that I see on the scoreboard?
Yes, sir, that is one timeout remaining.
So I'm not going to say anything's impossible, but if Del City scores here, McAllister's going to be hard-pressed to try to win this game.
Well, crazier things have happened with Buffalo Nation. They were down.
We've seen wild things.
They were down, 14 in El Reno and came back and won.
With 4.5 minutes left to go in the game.
So, never say never, but with a team as well-disciplined as Del City, you have got to try to keep them out of the end zone and get a turnover right here.
Trips left, tight end left, snap, handoff, no keeper. That's Godwin. Godwin can't work around Owen Russell. He was the first man there, and then there came the herd. No gain on the carry, maybe even a loss. Second down and long. And the Eagles are just hoping that that clock can keep on tick, 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 ticking. The Del City defense, though, has just completely stopped McAllister's offense, and that's putting it lightly.
They went with the read option.
We're going to have an officials timeout here. Let's see if we'll have enough time for a 30-second. Let's take a quick 30-second break on KNED.
My wife makes the best lasagna, even in that old kitchen of ours. She deserves the best kitchen money can buy, but all our cash was tied up. So we went to the Bank N.A. for a loan for our kitchen remodel, and the folks at the Bank N.A. came through for us and our family. Plus, the Bank N.A. is local, so the money stays in town. Call 918-423-2265 or go into the Bank N.A. to get your loan for whatever your family wants or needs. The Bank N.A. Strong, secure, and ready to loan. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome back to the action. If you're just now joining us, there was a Wildcat formation. Demarion Turner tried going from the Wildcat, and the Buffaloes stopped him for a gain of only 1. So third down and goal coming from the 8-yard line. 3:02 remaining in the game. Buffaloes trail 20-13. Again, McAlester would like a big stop here. What would be the most perfect thing ever would be a turnover. Can we get a scoop and score 90 yards the other way?
A pick six?
Something. We'll see what they do. Do the Eagles play a little bit conservative here on third and goal from the 8? Or do they go for the jugular?
And now the Eagles will call a timeout now.
They're going to talk it over 60 seconds, and we'll be right back here on KNED.
Vickers Furniture has remodeled their entire store, and they invite you to come in and take a look. You'll also find the best prices on furniture, bedding, and accessories. Vickers Furniture calls this, their remodeling sale. A new look for a new season. And don't forget, there's 18-month zero-interest financing, the fall remodeling sale. On now at Vickers Furniture, 215 South 2nd, McAlester.
Vickers Furniture, we're right here with you.
We're celebrating 40 years of being a Nissan dealership here at Fenton Nissan of McAlester, and we're proud to be one of the oldest in the nation.
We're honored to serve our local communities and look forward to serving you in the years to come.
Come meet our friendly staff and see why we are the best deal dealer.
Buy any vehicle this month and get entered to win 2 OU or OSU football tickets.
And don't forget to tell them Maddie sent you.
Fenton Nissan is your best deal dealer.
Learn more at fentonnissan.com.
Third down upcoming here for the Del City Eagles from the 8-yard line. Third and goal. Eagles lead by 7, 20-13, 2:32 left to go in the game. Del City used their second timeout for the remainder of the game. In the gun, McAlester backs up. Here's the snap. They're going to hand it off to Adama. Adama up the middle. He's going to be met at the 5-yard line. The Buffaloes keep him out of the end zone. So here is a big-time field goal attempt coming up for number 82, Stanley Johnson. Tonight, he is 2 for 3. He missed from, I believe, 23 yards, made from 26 and from 31. He is right between the hash marks. This one will be a 27-yarder.
If you were this Buffalo
22-yarder, my bad.
If you were this Buffalo special team unit, you want to sell the house and try to get a block.
Here it is. It's up, and it is through. It's a 2-score game. 1:48 left to go in this one. 23-13, Del City leads McAlester right here on KNED.
Best Western Inn and American Lodge and Suites in McAlester are both locally owned and operated, and both offer clean, comfortable rooms at a great price, of course. Best Western Inn and American are proud sponsors of the 2022 football season, wishing the best of luck to all the players and coaches. And remember, when you need a clean, comfortable room at a great price, think Best Western Inn and American and Suites, both located on the 69 bypass in McAlester. I used to have a friend whose car got sideswiped by another vehicle. No mechanical damage, but it sure left him with an ugly ride. The insurance company offered to repair it, but my friend decided to take the money and run. That's a bad move. A year later, he had to sell it, and that's when he discovered that a little paint and body work would have doubled the resale value on his car. Invest your money wisely. Buck Wilson Frame and Body Shop, 103 East Oklahoma, McAlester.
The Del City Eagles defense has shown out. McAllister's has as well, but there's a lot of short fields that the Eagles have had to work with. And that has made the score 23-13. Stanley Johnson, ice in his veins, ended up making a big-time field goal to make this a two-possession game, as this time he drills one into the end zone, and McAlester will start this drive at their own 20-yard line. They need a miracle. 1:48 left to go, down by 10. Phillip, we have a drive summary.
That was a quick four-play 20-yard drive that took 3 minutes and 50 seconds off the clock. Capped off with that 22-yard field goal there by Stanley Johnson. That is your drive summary, brought to you by Bishop's Funeral Service. They are a full-service establishment that offers a wide range of services, and they love our McAlester Buffaloes.
All right, so what could be the final drive of the game for the Buffaloes begins at their own 20-yard line. And we've got some whistles here. And they're just trying to get the team out onto the field. So 1:48 left to go in the game. Buffs trail 23-13. McAlester has not lost a road district game in Coach Macy's tenure. Barring a miracle, this would be the very first one that the McAlester Buffalo team has lost in the last 4 years. Here's going to be a wheel pass out over to Eric McCarty. He's wide open down the far sideline. The Buffs aren't dead just yet, ladies and gents. He's taking this to the end zone. Touchdown, McAlester. 80 yards on the very first play from scrimmage with 1:34 left to go in the game. It's a 4-point game. Don't count out Buffalo Magic. What were you thinking, Brandon Green? The same pass that they have for a touchdown back, what was it, the first quarter? They did once again here in the fourth. A 14-second drive. Trenton Greer trying to make this a 3-point game. Snap is high, hold is up, kick is up. It is good. It's a 23-20 game. We're going to be having an onside kick coming up here momentarily on KNED.
Vickers Power Sports. Drop by and check out our selection of Can-Am, Polaris, and Kawasaki side-by-sides and ATVs in stock. Vickers Power Sports also offers a 45-minute express lube and filter service. Plus, we carry a full line of parts and accessories like sound bars, roofs, windshields, and more, all in stock. Vickers Power Sports. Call us at 918-423-3306 or go to vickerspowersports.com. Since 1952, W.E. Alford Propane has been your source for propane, both residential and commercial. W.E. Alford Propane serves most of eastern and southeastern Oklahoma, with locations locally in McAlester, Bache, and Wilburton, elsewhere in Stigler, Porham, Shakota, Longtown, Muskogee, and more. If you need propane, there's only one number to call. That's 918-423-3121. W.E. Alford Propane, serving the area for 70 years. Now that's saying something.
The Buffaloes have a decision, but I think they're going to go for the onside kick here. They have 2 timeouts remaining, not 1, 2. 1:34 left to go in the game. Buffaloes trail 23-20 after another wheel route pass to Eric McCarty goes for his touchdown, his second one of the game. The hands team is out for the Del City Eagles. If McAlester can recover this onside kick, they have a chance to go down the field and win this game. After being down by 2 scores, and they just have not been able to move the ball since the first quarter, Del City has locked down McAllister's offense. That's the spark you need. Will they start a fire? Ball at the 40-yard line. Here's the onside kick. And we have some flags here. Timeout called by Del City first. We'll take another quick 60 seconds here on KNED.
McAlester Pepsi has got what you need. From food service to vending or just plain customer service, McAlester Pepsi can hook you up with all of your beverage needs. We are not your typical soda company. McAlester Pepsi is the total beverage provider, from water to energy teas, juice, and soda, and so much more. Visit us at McAllisterPepsi.com or give us a call, 918-423-2360. McAlester Pepsi, proud sponsor of the 2022 football season.
So right before the onside kick attempt that I did not think was going to go 10 yards, Del City called their final timeout with 1:34 left to go in the game. An onside kick attempt upcoming for the Buffaloes. Do they try the same thing and try kicking it up the middle, or do they go to one of the sides? But that was a really smart timeout by Jones, either way, to see what they were going to do at the last second.
Now with the Eagles walking up,
they're now crowding from the near hash to the far sideline. They're crowding up that space.
Now is the time that if you're at McAlester, you quick kick it deep if you can, spread them out, run back, kick it deep, because there's a lot of green grass over here on the near side of the field.
There's not an eagle that is there's one eagle that's standing on the near hash mark on the near side.
And he is at the Del City 44 now.
Left foot at the 45. So
and that's what they're going to do.
They're going to spread them out, and now just spread them out a little bit. Who's doing the kicking? Is it Stone? It's Stone. Here's the kick. Once again up the middle. Did they leave early?
And McAlester called a timeout.
We'll take another timeout right here on KNED.
At Compass Capital Management, you'll receive confidence in your financial security as we provide direction, clarity, and vision for your future. Go to CompassCapitalMGT.com. Registered principal securities offered through Cambridge Investment Research Incorporated, a broker-dealer, member FINRA, SIPC. Jimmy J. Williams is an investment advisor representative of Compass Capital Management, LLC, a registered investment advisor. Cambridge and Compass Capital Management, LLC are not affiliated. 321 South 3rd, Suite 4, McAlester, Oklahoma, 74501. For more than 50 years, First Realty has helped the residents of McAlester and the surrounding area with their real estate needs. Whether residential or commercial, First Realty will guide you through the process of buying or selling your home or business. You can view our property inventory online at first-realty.net. And if you're into pickleball, the Pickle Palace is open. For membership information, call 918-424-3720 or go to picklepalaceok.com.
So back at the 35-yard line of the Buffaloes, there was also a penalty on the Buffs, I believe, to move them back from the 40 to the 35. So once again, we're going to try an onside kick attempt. McAlester actually did not call a timeout. That was the penalty. So once again, Lance Stone, the man to do the onside kick. The last two times, they've tried kicking it up the middle. Will they do it again a third time? Here they go. Off to the right side. It's going to move forward. It's on the turf. The Buffaloes have the ball at the 46-yard line. McAlester has the football, and they're going to have a chance to win this game.
We have officials talking.
That went 10 yards past the 45.
We're going to bring them in. Del City's telling their kids to come off the field. We have a meeting of the minds. We have McAlester pointing that it is McAlester football.
They recovered the ball. No flag was thrown. They're trying to decide if it went 10 yards. It was recovered at the 46. Did someone touch it before that?
Well, there wasn't a flag thrown, so it's going to be very close. Illegal touching.
Oh, they call illegal touching. They're going to say that McAlester did touch the ball early, so it's Eagle football. And you can promise that you're going to ask Coach Mazey about that.
But before
McAlester recovered the ball at the 46. They're going to say they touched it early.
But before we start this drive, I want to give a.
Ball did not travel 10 yards before somebody from McAlester touched
But
What were you saying?
Before we start this drive, I want to give a drive summary. That was a one-play, 80-yard touchdown drive from Les down to McCarty. Took 80 yards off the clock. Took 14 seconds off the clock, That's your drive summary brought to you by Bishop's Funeral Service. They are a full-service establishment that offers a wide range of services, and they love these McAlester Buffaloes.
All right, so this drive is going to start for the Eagles at the McAlester 43-yard line.
You got to be.
You still got 2 timeouts.
You got to be a dog.
You have to get the stops though.
You got to be a dog right here. Crash the line and get it up and going.
And now we have some stoppage at the 43.
5A3 is turning into the MAC conference. We got some action going on in 5A3.
That's very true. 23-20 is the score. Looked like McAlester recovered it. No flag was thrown at the time, and then they decided to. They're trying to up the time because again we had about 4 seconds go off the clock after a recovery. What we've looked like for McAlester. Again, it was very bang-bang. Officials have a better view than we do. McAlester was very confident. Of course, they would be, though, because that would have been a huge momentum shift. But they have a better view than we do.
Just when it seemed like all the momentum was on the Buffalo sideline, it got ripped out like a gut punch. Be a dog right here, like I said.
Snap, handoff Adama. Adama up the middle. He's got a big gain. Lost the ball. McAlester jumps on it.
And the ball does not lie, partner.
Ball don't lie at the 38. It's McAlester football. It's McAlester football with 1:25 on the clock and 2 timeouts. You can't tell me that Buffalo Magic doesn't exist. There is a down Del City Eagle around the 37. He's getting up, though. That's good news. I mean, he goes right back down for a little while. That's Adama.
That's Adama.
Adama fumbled the ball. He's back up. He's going to get himself off the field on his own power, but he is hobbling. So McAlester has a chance to go down the field and score and win it. And they have 2 timeouts and 1:25.
And what did we say, partner? The ball don't lie. Just when we thought it was supposed to be McAllister's football with an onside kick, they give it to Del City. The ball goes right back. The football gods looking out for the Buffaloes. And, hey, just like El Reno, some Buffalo magic has been worked around.
Are you not entertained? Ball between the hash marks. For anyone joining us late hearing about this game, welcome. Buffaloes trail 23-20. Trying to have a game-winning drive with 1:25 left on the clock. 2 timeouts. 1st and 10. Les now back to pass. Screen pass. Caught by Malachi Rice down the far sideline to the 45, to the 50. He's knocked out of bounds. That's a 1st down run, and they stopped the clock by getting out of bounds. 1:18 left to go in the game. And you could hear a pin drop over here on the near sideline where Del City's fans are. The air got sucked out of the building, and the winds blew over to the McAlester sideline. That is where they are living it up right now. They're loud.
I'm not a Yankees fan, but that felt like Judge just hit a bomb right back to McAllister's sideline.
2 receivers each side. 1st down and 10 from the 50. Man in motion. Here's the snap. Les now gonna pass. Screen pass again. Caught by McCarty. McCarty breaks the tackle to the 45-yard line. To the 40. Pass Mountain. Spins out of a tackle to the 25-yard line. 20, 10, 5. McAlester takes the lead. McAlester takes the lead. I don't believe it. The Buffaloes lead 26-23. 1:05 remaining in the game.
Step up to the plate, take a daddy hack, and hit a grand slam is exactly what the Buffaloes have done.
2 years ago, we saw Buffalo Magic on full display in El Reno, and here in 2022, we might have just surpassed that comeback. Eric McCarty has that dog in him. Broke 4 tackles on his way to the house. And McAlester has their first lead of the game with 1:05 left in it. No timeouts left for Del City. Snap, hold, no, it's going to be bobbled. Lesnow's going to grab it. He looks back door, tosses to the end zone, and it is incomplete. That might be huge. It's a 3-point game, and Stanley Johnson has shown that he can kick a lot of field goals tonight. Now it's up to the Black Death defense to sign, seal, and deliver it. We'll take a break, let you catch your breath. right here on KNED.
Caring Hands Healthcare Centers offers high-quality, affordable care with locations in McAlester and Hartshorn. Caring Hands provides easy access to health care at reduced costs, medical, dental, behavioral health, and substance abuse services. We accept Medicare, Medicaid, and commercial insurance, and offer reduced pricing for patients that are underinsured or not insured based on income. We offer transportation and a 340B discount pharmacy program. Caring Hands Healthcare Centers. For more information, call 918-426-2442. Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram is now under new management, and they're ready to deal. At Patriot, we continue to offer the widest selection of high-quality, low-mileage vehicles and affordable financing tailored to your needs. Our extended warranties and protection plans will have you driving to the game with a smile. Speaking of football, Patriot is proud to sponsor the 2022 football season. Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram on the 69 bypass right next to the mall.
The game of the year has not disappointed. Down by 10 with 1:48 on the clock, the Buffaloes in 43 seconds have scored 13 points to lead 26-23 over Del City. They've had as many points in the last 45 seconds than they've had in the last 46 minutes. Coach Mazey and the McAlester Buffaloes, a fan of the dramatic.
I am shaking in the booth as I give this drive summary. That was a 2-play, 63-yard drive, finished off with that 50-yard screenplay from Lesnow to McCarty.
Catch your breath, buddy.
It took 25 seconds off the clock, brought to you by Bishop's Funeral Service, who is a full-service establishment that offers a wide range of services. And my goodness, they love these Buffaloes, and they give them something to love.
Now they have to stop them with 65 seconds left. And Del City loves the long ball. They're going to kick it deep, end over end. To the 18-yard line, this will be grabbed. Del City working it to the 25, to the 30, a block in the back to the 40-yard line, to the 45, down the far sideline and pushed out of bounds at around the 43. It looked like a Buffalo was blocked in the back around the 30, but we didn't get a call. Once again, guess who it was? Braylon Adama. He had the crucial fumble to give the Buffaloes the ball, but he returns it deep over to McAllister's 41-yard line with 58 seconds left to go in the game. Buffaloes lead for the first time in the game, 26-23.
Now keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, the Eagles have no timeouts. If you're going to tackle them, you got to keep them in bounds. Let the clock run.
At the 41-yard line, a 3-point game. This is what legends are made of in high school football.
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games.
2 receivers each side. The snap, Godwin back to pass. He's looking middle, steps up. He'll roll right, toss it deep, looks for a man. He overthrew him. Incomplete. 8 seconds go off the clock. 50 seconds left to go in the game. 26-23. Partner, I think I spoke 2 languages on that Eric McCarty touchdown. English and gibberish for a split second.
I spoke 3, English, gibberish, and stuttering. I am still shaking in the booth. Like, this game is the biggest game away, aside from the state championship. This is the biggest regular season game that I've ever had the opportunity to call. And my goodness, they said it would be one for the ages, and y'all are not disappointing if you're tuned in.
4 receivers out left, 1 right. Empty backfield, 5 wide. 2nd and 10, Godwin back to pass. Looking deep. He's going to pass over the middle. That's incomplete too. Braden Bumpus in coverage. 3rd and 10 upcoming. 45 seconds left on the clock.
Brings up 3rd and 10. Buffaloes win with just a 3-man rush with the Shumway boys and Malachi Rice. They kept Godwin in the pocket, and now the Buffaloes are going to call one of their 2 timeouts remaining.
We'll take it right here on KNED.
My wife makes the best lasagna, even in that old kitchen of ours. She deserves the best kitchen money can buy, but all our cash was tied up. So we went to the Bank N.A. for a loan for our kitchen remodel, and the folks at the Bank N.A. came through for us and our family. Plus, the Bank N.A. is local, so the money stays in town. Call 918-423-2265 or go into the Bank N.A. to get your loan for whatever your family wants or needs. The Bank N.A. Strong, secure, and ready to loan. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Vickers Furniture has remodeled their entire store, and they invite you to come in and take a look. You'll also find the best prices on furniture, bedding, and accessories. Vickers Furniture calls this, well, their remodeling sale. A new look for a new season. And don't forget, there's 18-month zero-interest financing, the fall remodeling sale. On now at Vickers Furniture, 215 South 2nd, McAlester.
Vickers Furniture, we're right here with you.
3rd and 10 from the 41-yard line. Buffs up by 3, 45 seconds left. Del City at the McAlester 45. Godwin back to pass. He's under pressure. He's going to roll right. Looks downfield. Tosses downfield. It is incomplete. It skipped into the receiver. And here is the game. 4th and 10. 38 seconds on the clock from the 41-yard line.
This is going to be way too long of a field goal because from right where the ball is spotted, it is a 52-yard attempt from.
I know. That wouldn't be even a 52. No, that would be a 57-yarder.
I'm saying from where the ball is, so then you go back 5. So that's about a 57, 56-yard field goal. So this is.
You go back 17. That's the rule based on where the ball's at. That'd be a 58-yarder.
That's a Justin Tucker field goal.
Ball on the far hash. Here's the game. Can McAlester complete the comeback? Can they stay on top of the hill? Empty backfield, 5 wide. The snap, Godwin. Back to pass, looking middle. Still looking, rolls right, tosses right. It is caught! First down, Del City, and they're in field. No, they're close to field goal range. It'd be a 42-yarder from there. They're going to say only 8 seconds went off the clock on that play. 30 seconds left to go in the game. And he goes out of bounds to stop the clock.
What a play right there. That ball right there, almost intercepted by the Buffaloes to seal it off, but somehow it found its way into the Eagles receiver, gets out of bounds. Smart play right there by the Eagles.
25-yard line. Again, they only need 3 to tie it. Godwin back to pass again. Looking left, flushed left. He will pass late. It's going to be caught. He breaks a tackle. Jalen Sweet to the 15-yard line, and he's lifted up off his feet down by the first down marker at the 15, 16-yard line. 15 seconds left on the clock, and we have a stoppage for the moment. Now they're going to run the clock. They got to down it. I don't think they got the first down. They did. We're still waiting to see what's going on with the chain gang.
The chains don't know what they're doing. The dial marker's trying to tell them to lead, tell them to move.
So it is a first down, so it stopped the clock while they were able to change it. But now Del City was able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Clock will start when they tell you to, but they're going to down it.
The clock should be rolling right now.
There it goes, 14, 13. Should be going, 14, 13. There it is, snap and spiked. 9 seconds left to go on the clock. Del City fans are saying there should be 12 seconds on the clock. Stanley Johnson is already in the huddle. Because once again, if you get tackled in bounds, you don't have enough time. This one is going to go down to a field goal to try to tie it up.
You might as well right here just go ahead and send Stanley Johnson out on the field, and it looks like that's what they're going to do.
32-yarder. He's already hit from here once. He is 3 of 4 tonight, and a chance to tie this one up to send it to overtime. 26-23, 9 seconds on the clock. Here's the game. Does McAlester ice the kicker from the right hash?
Amazing.
Snap, hold, they will. This one is up. It would have been through, but they called timeout first.
They iced him.
Maisie called timeout, his final one of regulation.
Timeout was called before the field goal.
Stanley Johnson nailed it, but Maisie ices the kicker.
That's their third and final timeout.
So there's a chance. There's a chance here for the Del City Eagles to still tie up the game. 26-23 is the score. It was a made field goal, but there was a timeout called first. So we're going to keep it right here for the moment. It was a line drive field goal that split the uprights. Johnson's going to have to do it again. 32-yarder. He's hit from 31. He doinked one off the left upright in his first attempt of the game. That's the only one he's 3 of 4 from, but he had the leg for that one too. From the right hash, no timeouts remaining for McAlester. This is descended to overtime. Snap, hold, kick is up, and it is good. We are going to more than likely go to overtime. There's 6 seconds left on the clock. Tie game 26-26. And, partner, what was I telling you about when it came down to that bobbled snap, a little bit of a high snap there on that 2-point conversion? It wasn't completed, and that is what gave Del City the opening. And that has led to it being a 26-26 game. More than likely heading to overtime. Here, and I thought that El Reno, I thought that game was the game of the decade, of the 21st century, but for some reason, we like to call some good ones up here, don't we?
Well, partner, Coach Mazey likes something that is called drama. And
in these big games like this, yes.
He likes something called drama, and that is exactly what has came out right here. You have no timeout, so you're looking like this is going to go to overtime. You had a shot to stop. You had a shot to get it stopped. It was 3rd down and long. Somehow it found it was 4th and long. It was 4th and long.
4th and 10.
It was 4th and 10, and it finds its way to the Eagles receiver.
Just past the arms of a Buffalo, too.
And, even if it would have tipped his hand, it would have been game over. But somehow, just perfect, that ball went in to allow that 6-play, 41-yard drive that only took 52 seconds off the clock, capped off that 33-yard field goal by Stanley Johnson. That's your drive summary brought to you by Bishop's Funeral Service. They are a full-service establishment that offers a wide range of services, and they love our McAlester Buffaloes.
You want to know the difference maker for Del City? He's wearing number 82 here tonight. Stanley Johnson has been phenomenal.
12 points just on field goals from him.
4 out of 5 in that one with the game on the line. He'll boot this one away. It will not be returnable. McAlester can either take a knee and send this to overtime, or they can try to let a man run wild. Again, they scored 13 points in 46, 47 seconds. Before that, they scored 13 points in 46 minutes.
I mean, it's a testament on how this game works. This game is called football. It's a game of momentum. It actually shouldn't even be called football. It should be called momentum. Because when it's on your side, you can rock. And McAlester had it. You've seen what could happen. They scored 13 points in 46 minutes. And then in 2 minutes, they scored 13. 13. And then, you get Stanley Johnson. He's the difference maker for Del City. He's kept them in ice in his veins. And he hits that one. He doinked his first one, came back, didn't let it affect him, got iced, didn't let that affect him. And then he delivers a boot into the end zone. And now McAlester is going to have to decide, do we want to just go to overtime? Or, hey, we're on the road. Why don't we try to go for the win?
Well, you got 80 yards in 6 minutes. They're going to line up in the – is this the dozer? This will be the dozer. McCarty in it, head of it, the snap. Up the middle. Let's see what happens. He'll work to the left, breaks a tackle to the 25-yard line. Still wrestling his way past defenders, but this one's going to go to OT. So strap in, folks. We've got a good one through 4 quarters. We've got extra football. 26-26 our score right here on KNED.
Vickers Furniture has remodeled their entire store, and they invite you to come in and take a look. You'll also find the best prices on furniture, bedding, and accessories. Vickers Furniture calls this, their remodeling sale. A new look for a new season. And don't forget, there's 18-month zero-interest financing, the fall remodeling sale. On now at Vickers Furniture, 215 South 2nd, McAlester.
Vickers Furniture, we're right here with you.
We're celebrating 40 years of being a Nissan dealership here at Fenton Nissan of McAlester, and we're proud to be one of the oldest in the nation.
We're honored to serve our local communities and look forward to serving you in the years to come.
Come meet our friendly staff and see why we are the best deal dealer.
Buy any vehicle this month and get entered to win 2 OU or OSU football tickets.
And don't forget to tell them Maddie sent you.
Fenton Nissan is your best deal dealer.
Learn more at fentonnissan.com.
Best Western Inn and American.
So we're about to begin overtime here in the Metro. 26-26. If you're just now joining us, man, you have missed a fantastic game. I mean, we have people on Facebook calling it right now the best game ever. That comes from Nathan Less now. It's been fantastic. Let's go to the PA for the high school overtime rules.
From the 10-yard line, we'll continue play until one team scores and the other does not. Neither team has to go for 2 after the second overtime. We'll continue play until their team.
So a lot like college, except 10-yard line and not, 25?
25. And you don't have to go for 2, and it's not going to switch to just 2-point conversions like they do in college.
It only switches to 2-point conversions in the third overtime. So if you have to go to a third overtime, that's when it switches to the 2-point conversions.
Even in high school?
Even in high school. That's what he just said at the end of that statement there.
For possession.
So they're going to have...
Goes on offense or defense first.
What a comeback. By the way, if you're just now joining us, McAlester was down in this game 14-0 in the first 7 minutes. McAlester answers back with a 90-yard kick return touchdown by Blaze Baugh. They get the ball back after that. They go down and score on a wheel route touchdown pass to Eric McCarty. Now, be used to hearing that because it happened again. Then a whole bunch of field goals by the way, McAlester missed a 2-point conversion to try to take the lead there. Then, later on, a whole bunch of field goals. I think we had like the next 12 points were field goals by Del City. McAlester is down. It hasn't been able to move the ball in the entire second half at all. I mean, really at all. And then in the final 2 minutes, first play from scrimmage, wheel route touchdown pass to Eric McCarty. McAlester does not get the onside kick on a questionable onside recovery that they said touched early. Fumble on the very first snap. McAlester gets the ball. Screen pass to Eric McCarty. He breaks tackle after tackle for a touchdown.
Screen play to Malachi Rice, picked up 13 yards, and then the screen play to McCarty.
Here's the flip, by the way. McAlester bobbled the snap for the PAT, had to go for 2, could not get it. And then with a minute 05, Del City gets an insane return by Braylon Adama to get to the 32-yard line. McAlester nearly stops him on 4th down, but they convert it by about 5 yards, kick the field goal with no time or with 6 seconds left on the clock to bring us to 26-26. So McAlester has won the toss. They will play defense first, which is what you want to do. You want to see what Del City does first. If you hold them to a field goal,
then you know all you got to do is score a touchdown and you win the ball game. And if you get a turnover, then all you got to do is kick a field goal and you can win the game.
So first off, what an amazing comeback by McAlester. I never counted them out, but as the moment I was saying that the Buffaloes were in danger of maybe losing their first district game in the last 4 years on the road, they come out and do that. It's like they heard me and said, yeah, just like we do a lot of people, that's not going to happen right now. But there's still a chance here in overtime.
Yeah, I mean, but hey, you put yourself in prime position. This is what you call the rounds 10, 11, and 12 in boxing. Rounds 4 and 5 in the UFC. These are championship rounds. These right here are this right here is who's wore down more, who's took the more body blows, who's going to fold. McAlester electing to go on defense, so they're thinking that they can stop Del City, and they've had a lot of success in short yardage against Del City because Del City has had a couple of big plays that have been right over the hands of some McAlester defenders.
We'll see what happens here. First overtime. Ball right between the hash marks, 10-yard line. They have 4 downs to try to score. Receiver on each side loading up the line. Here's the snap. Keeper. It's going to be Godwin on the carry. He gets about 2 or 3 yards. Officially mark it 2 yards. Second down and goal from the 2. I don't even have to say and goal. You'll already know. So just second down from the 8. And time is off. There's no more time on the clock. It doesn't matter.
And for those of y'all that are tuning in now and y'all have been here from the start, this is what we call free football.
I love seeing quarter number 5 down in the bottom right corner of the scoreboard. Second down and 8.
Let's see how many quarters we can play tonight.
No, let's end it on the first one. I don't want to see 7 overtimes.
3 hours later in overtime.
I know. Godwin, snap, handoff. That'll be Adama. Adama crashes into the end zone, and the Eagles strike first. That's the first touchdown that they have scored since the first quarter with about, 6 minutes left to go in the quarter?
Yes. They scored with 5:41 in the first, and it took 50 seconds off the clock, and that's their last touchdown.
So this is to make it a 7-point game. Johnson, the snap, kick is up, and it is good. 7-point game. We'll keep it right here as now it will be McAllister's turn. 33-26. Buffaloes trail the Del City Eagles. You know what? Whoever loses this game, it would be wrong to drop them in the rankings. If you watch this game, it would be wrong to drop either team if they lost this game, whoever loses.
Oh, absolutely. You know, this has been a hard-fought battle.
One has to drop the two.
Right.
But we'll see who it's going to be.
Right. This has been a hard-fought battle, and, you know, you sit there and you talk about all these Metro, all the Oklahoman, the Tulsa World, and all these news papers that are in Tulsa Metro, Oklahoma City Metro.
They all have these two teams at 1 and 2.
Prep Red Zone, OK Preps, all saying, I think Del City's going to win by 8. I think Del City wins by 2 scores, and now McAlester has a shot. 7 points. They're down 7. You got 10 yards to go. You got 4 tries to get in there. This has been a really good game. Really 2 good physical teams.
Your best 4 plays here. First down for the Buffs. Snap, man in motion. Hand off McCarty. Left side. Tries to find a gap. He's going to crash through. He's close to the end zone. He's going to roll over the top of a man. But they're going to say he's down at the 1. And also the Buffaloes have a decision to make, too. Because if they do score, do you try to end it there, or do you go for the PAT? McAllister's special teams, the point afters, have been hard on them. They haven't attempted a PAT that they've missed tonight, but they've failed on 2 two-point conversion attempts. One was just a de facto, try to see what you can do, but one was just failed.
You're on the road, go for the win.
That's what Phillip would do. We'll see what happens here. But first off, McAlester is a half a yard away. They need to score. McAllister's going to rush up to the line. Down by 7 here in overtime. McCarty, the snap, left side. He's trying to push himself in. Did Del City hold him? I don't hear a nope. They did not get in. Third down and goal. McAlester has 2 plays to try to get into the end zone from the 2-foot line.
All right, Eagles fans, get up, get loud!
33-26.
That was about as close as you can get without getting into the end zone, and it looked like he was able to squeak in through the back door, but it looked like it closed as McCarty was putting his head through.
It is getting loud over here at Robert Calsu Stadium. Once again, they're going to go under center. Third down here in overtime. Down by 7. Snap. McCarty tries to push it forward. He's stood up. He's still pushing his legs, though. McAlester got in. Touchdown, Buffaloes. Now, here's the question. Do you go for the win or go to the second overtime?
If you go to kick the field goal and you make it, then you get the football to start the second overtime. If you go for the win right here and you get it, you stun the world and you stun the state on the road.
They're going to go for it. They're trying to get McAllister's fans up on their feet over the far sideline. They will go for the win. And we will have a timeout. 30 seconds and we'll be back. Game coming up right here on KNED.
Vickers Power Sports. Drop by and check out our selection of Can-Am, Polaris, and Kawasaki side-by-sides and ATVs in stock. Vickers Power Sports also offers a 45-minute express lube and filter service. Plus, we carry a full line of parts and accessories like sound bars, roofs, windshields, and more, all in stock. Vickers Power Sports. Call us at 918-423-3306 or go to vickerspowersports.com.
The Buffaloes have scored in overtime, and they have no intention on tying up this game. They're going to end it right here, right now. My guys against yours so far tonight, they are all 0 for 2 on 2-point conversion attempts. Is the third time a charm. Here in the next 20 seconds, will we have heartbreak or celebration from the 2.5? The Buffaloes are going to run up under center. Here's the game. McCarty will wait and see what happens? Timeout call by McAlester. What they tried doing first was they're trying to get Del City to jump off sides to make it a little bit easier of a 2-point attempt. And why not? You had the timeout to use. We're just going to have to let this one ride out a little bit longer, but we're not going to go anywhere right here on KNED. Hey, Phillip, what kind of game have we seen tonight?
Oh, man. It's
indescribable.
It's everything that you thought it was going to be. You know, you read all the papers, you read all the headlines, and you hear everything. You hear coach talk here, you hear coach talk there. But when it came down to it, it was, I want to line my best up against your best. We're going to punch each other in the face, and let's see how long that we can stand. And it's been mentioned many times, many ways of a heavyweight fight. Two guys on top of the mountain, two teams on top of the mountain fighting for that number one spot in 5A football. And, you know, Del City threw their best punches to McAlester. McAlester weathered the storm. McAlester threw their best punches. And now we'll have the game right here.
So here we go. The 2-point conversion attempt for the game. It ends here no matter what. From the Dozer package, down by 1. Rice in motion, the snap, left side, he cuts up, he gets into the end zone! McAlester Magic in the Metro! They take down the Del City Eagles on one of the biggest comebacks that you will ever see. (34-33), the final score here in Del City. And the Buffaloes are king of the hill here in this Friday night slugfest. 34-33, the final score. The Buffalo postgame show brought to you by OK Tire and Auto is coming up next, radio only, and I promise you, ladies and gentlemen, you're not going to want to miss Coach Mazey's postgame thoughts. That's coming up next here on KNED.